It's showtime.
It's showtime. If you find the lobster song and not fuck it up this time.
Caribou has a crew with a whole bunch of dudes and a couple really cool chicks. Come here to learn, come here to teach. Mostly we come to bullshit. Caribou Heart, we all play our part in this cannabis game. Caribou Heart, come pop a squat, recreate, or just kill your pain. Rolling up weed into a bunch of dudes and a couple dang dab hits. Laughing along, getting real stoned. Don't forget, dear Uncle Rick. Caribou Heart, we all play our part in this cannabis game. Caribou Heart, come pop a squat, recreate, or just kill your pain.
All right, how's everybody doing tonight?
All right.
Episode 160 tonight. I was thinking about it earlier today. We're getting closer to that 200th episode. It's still a ways to go, but at the same time, it's coming fast, right? So we'll have to start thinking of something big to do for the 200th episode whenever that gets here. But in the meantime, it's Friday night, time for a community shit show. Looking at a lot of cool people sitting in front of me right now. How's everybody doing?
Doing good.
That's
Doing
great.
well. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well. It's seems to be doing particularly well tonight. I don't know. I just maybe when I had my Johnny earlier, it was just enough to do it just right. But now I just had a dab right before the show. I'm high as fuck. We're gonna have to do another dab real quick like here. Sam's not here to play the music for us, but
Ribbit.
For us, we do have the dab frog, so we don't need him for that. So I think I'll get it going on that one. But while we're doing that, let's say hi to a few people. I see the sexiest beard in the business over here, G-Bay. We were gonna have to start calling you Sexy Bay or something like that here.
Wow.
Bringing sexy back.
How you doing?
Motherfucker right now.
I'm doing good. I've had a hard work.
How do you smell, man?
What's that?
How you smelling right now?
I like pine and
Getting weird
7018 welding rod. A mixture of the both. It's quite the scent. I was doing a little bit of mobile welding this week, so that was kind of cool. I've been stuck indoors for quite a few years, so I've been out doing that. That was pretty cool, but other than that, just maintaining the grow room here and, keeping it real.
What do you got growing? I thought you were kind of shut down for the.
Yeah, it's just like a little bit I call it genetic preservation going on right now. We have some cuttings from the summer gardens, myself and another local friend. So there's 3 or 4 things in there we really want to keep. I'm doing a real horrible job right now of doing that, though. I've put them through their paces. Just been so busy that kind of neglecting the garden. So I'm a bad plant daddy this month. They're alive, but it's could be better.
I got a mail call today and I'm excited.
Huh?
I bought cannabis stickers to put on my trays.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I got 40 today. Now I just need to get the trays. I wasn't expecting them for another 10 days. They come from New York in 4 days, people.
Not bad.
Like, it's unheard of.
No, that's true. So I ordered this night, and
oh
it
my God,
wasn't
look at
gonna
them
be
all.
here till next.
I'm actually
Thursday.
shaking, freaking me out. That is so many.
And it was here in 2 days as well.
Yeah, isn't that nuts?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I'm excited. Oh my God. Oh, and they gave me other stickers too. Look.
Oh, those are cute. Cool.
Oh, I guess they're upside down. I'm sorry. That was mean. There you
I
go.
like the donkey.
All right, look at me fucking shaking like as if
Mule,
this was like something like $1,000 in my mail or something. Bloody hell. So I've had a good day because I knew the stickers were here.
Very cool. Anybody have any plans this weekend?
Hanging my light.
You
Starting
doing?
some autos. I'm gonna hang my light and start some autos.
Cool.
Yeah.
What kind of a light are you hanging there, buddy?
Let's see. That's a 2000 Spider Farmer.
Oh my God. Oh my. So let me get this straight. You are now using LEDs and growing autoflowers. Oh my goodness.
I'm using the LEDs for my veg, and at the same time, I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that I can do autoflowers.
You almost look like you're embarrassed to be saying these words right now. I think it's hilarious that your cheeks are pink and everything.
They are.
If anybody remembers at the beginning of
do.
Prophet's time on the show, though, he was
Yeah.
not, I don't know if you were ever actually anti-LED, but you were just like, fuck it, I'm not making the switch unless somebody drops one in my lap, I think was basically your attitude. And then when you're a horrible autoflower grower, you often brag about just how terrible you are at that. Now you're fucking killing it with autoflowers. You're rocking fucking LEDs.
Hey, why not?
Pretty soon you're going to be thinking the world's actually round again. Hey, Prophet?
fuck no.
Right?
Coming.
I can see the proof in the LEDs and the autos. I still haven't seen the curvature. So I mean,
But
Show
the
me
earth
that.
is still,
I
the
might
earth is still flat.
All I can see is Prophet like walking, plop. Because you've fallen off the face of the earth, right? It's got to end somewhere.
says who? You guys think the universe is infinite? Why can't the earth?
I just like the vision in my head. It makes me laugh every time I think of it. It's
Problem
like a
is,
cartoon
Prophet's
in
too
my head.
lazy to walk to the edge of the earth to fall off in the first place. So.
Let's see if I make it to Canada. All right.
Oh, is that where we fall off the face of the earth? Is over
No,
here?
if I can
That's-
make it that far, I might make it, a little farther. Shit. Baby steps. Like, what about Bob? I got to do baby steps here. Let's see if I can make it like 2 states over, and then I'll start making it upward. Make it to Niagara, and I'll be like, I'm this close to Canada.
Yeah, right.
Canada,
I just gotta go across that bridge and I'm there.
That's it.
Look at all the hope you have.
The American side of Niagara Falls, is it all carnival and bullshit like the Canadian side?
I don't fucking know. I've never been there. I just told you I haven't left like 2 states past my own. Well, I went to
Oh,
Dallas.
of course. Well, fuck, you got a snake. Okay. I was like, something's moving on your neck.
Yeah, it's this fucked up disease.
Yeah, this is not just growth. Fucking-
It moves around.
That's a
You know,
good
when I was-
question, G. I want to know.
I always remember because I was in a hotel on the Canadian side and looking down, like I could see the fucking falls and everything. And I could see the other side, and it just looked like walkways and
Well,
like
they have
nothing.
the boat thing like we do. They have the boats like we do, but that's as far as I can see. Also, like
Yeah, we got the
beyond
like
that,
the
I don't
cheesy
know what they
wax
have.
museums and kids carnivals and fucking all that crap.
I need to know now.
Yeah,
There's
it's been
no one
fucking.
on the
But
right
also,
now that's
there's
been
not a lot to do in Canada. So
Yeah.
our side might be a little more set up.
top.
Yeah, true. You got a good point there. Yeah, we're pretty stale up here in most places.
Yeah, we are.
We're polite.
That's why everyone thinks Canadians are like super hillbillies kind of. We're just resourceful. Like we grew up like, I don't know, nothing around. So you gotta make up your own games and
Hey, man.
stuff.
If
As you get older, your options just get bigger.
women don't find you handsome, they better find you handy.
That's right, red green.
But they don't.
Keep your stick on the ice.
I'm really
Yeah.
good at fucking
We're all,
shit.
We're all in this together, and we're rooting for you.
Cheers, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good Friday.
Cheers, DP. Love you, brother.
Hey,
See you, DP.
Buddy. It's a busy night over here at the shop. Shout out to Paula. That sugar is the business.
Yes, I've been enjoying your sugar as well.
I'm so happy y'all like it.
I really, really do. That's
Makes for a very mellow cup of coffee for my mornings.
I haven't done the morning
Oh.
dose yet. I'll put a 2-scooper in at night and just get a good nice.
Yeah, me too.
I bring that
I'm a
shit to
night
work,
person.
man.
What is the milligrams on it?
Enough.
It's about 60 milligrams per teaspoon.
Holy shit. That's awesome.
Cheers, Uncle Rick.
That's why I do one in the
Uncle
morning.
Rick looks like he's having a good night.
Right.
I get that nice mellow, takes away some pain. Fucking, I don't care what anybody has to say to me because I'm in a pretty good state of mind. Whatever, and I just kind of go in my zone and do whatever it is I got to do. 2, I'd probably taken a nap in the closet. So, yeah, I'm not pushing my luck. I'd be sitting there trying to pound down fucking Red Bulls and shit, and I don't even drink the motherfuckers.
I love Red Bull, unfortunately.
No, I'm a big double shot espresso Starbucks fucking fan, but they haven't been having
Is
them
that
over
for,
there.
hold on, did you start drinking that when you got the haircut?
No, I've been drinking those a while. If I have to go to Starbucks, that's all I order because I won't drink their fucking coffee. Garbage.
Pinkies up.
Yeah, their coffee is fucking garbage.
Yeah, but if you get a double ice espresso, 2 pumps classic, 2 pumps vanilla, you're doing all right, and it's only like $2, man, compared to like $5 for a fucking small.
How many pumps?
2 pumps vanilla, 2 pumps classic, and the shit's
Or-
bomb.
Tara,
That's
Tara.
right.
Hey, Tara.
How you doing, Tara?
What's up, guys?
Hey,
In ya.
Made it just in time for dab time. Great time.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, I was lighting the doobie. I will get to dabs then. Hold on.
Awesome.
Ready for it.
You gotta love a gamer, eh? It's ready
Oh,
to step it
I'm
up at
ready.
any time.
He always has the nicest of the nicest dabs, too. What you dabbing on tonight?
wow. I've got some classic roots BHO.
Nice.
Yeah, I am so in love with this. Snowball. Sorry, I have to remember the name. Fucking Kim. I'm a bitch for Kim.
Oh, yeah.
oh balls, Jesus Christ, Tara.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
You're a fan of that funk.
Yeah, of
The
course I
funkier,
am.
better. That's, oh, yeah.
I love stinky funk, baby diaper kind of stay. You know? It's kind of dirty the way I like things. So
The
it's-
baby shit terps. I'm all about it.
I don't know, man.
I like Hank.
memory. I got a kid.
Tara, I don't know if it's been a while, but I like your do. This thing going down here, it's very nice. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
What did you keep on?
You're on mute.
I'm gonna throw you in the damn tank.
You're muted.
Sorry. This is called I can't get home to Cincinnati to get my hair done. So this is like,
Hey, at least
Yeah.
you can rock in it.
it is what it is.
Yeah, and it's got to be tough working with Dankman Dam and being near all those beautiful extracts that you guys are doing.
You know, it is such a blessing to have Dan as my friend, Dakeman Dan. It's just awesome. And I love being at Freedom Green Farms. We are doing some awesome flour right now. We are putting it out. And I had to pick up some at my local dispo tonight. You know, I love to support my the place that I work for. And I had to pick up some pre-rolls just because, you know, I'm in a situation right now where I'm not growing myself in my home. So I have to reach out to the dispos and to my caregivers And I got some Johnny 5 tonight from my work, and I absolutely love it. And I got some Jenny Kush. Boy, it is it good.
Right on.
Some Johnny and some Jenny. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, when did ganja get here?
Oh my God, you have a snake around your neck, damn it. Oh my God, I didn't see that.
Holy shit,
fuck.
man.
Me too, too.
Oh my God. Okay, so I got to tell you, there's this guy in Ithaca that I have got to go see. His name's Brian Borzniak. I probably am not pronouncing it right, but I really, really want to go see his snakes. He's got a reptilium kind of house kind of thing. I'm not pronouncing it right. I'm sorry, but it's a snake house kind of thing, and he's got alligators and geckos, all kinds of different snakes.
Sounds like my boy that I got my snakes from. He's probably in a range of like almost 60 different pythons. He breeds them. He's got a beautiful tegut and things like it's like a dog, you know, like I was holding the thing and it's like half the size of me. He's got a Nile monitor, which I was told I probably shouldn't try to pet, so I didn't. And then he's got freaking he just gave my son a Savannah monitor. So I mean he breeds pythons, you know, and this is one of his reggies that he wasn't really gonna breed with. So I took him, and so he was considered the outcast, and I'm all about the outcast. So I was like, I'll take him.
That's pretty cool. I love it.
Yeah, he's so docile and he's all about it, man. He loves being held, and I take him out every day. But he knows when it's Friday night, man, or that when I get in front of this computer, he knows what's up because he starts moving around. He's like, yo, take me out, take me out.
That's crazy.
So
does he have like a atypical pattern or something? Is that why he's not?
Well, he actually has an interesting pattern.
Yeah, right. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, not your typical reggae that I would consider. Like we were kind of looking at it like he could possibly have something else melded with him, but that's not a recessive trait. You know, it may not show up in any of his offspring, you know. So he was only like a year old when he gave him to me. I've only had him a couple of months, but because I increased the size of an enclosure, being a breeder, they keep them in bins and shit and in drawers. So, you know, it's like that wide, you know, fucking.
You
know,
big slide out bins.
I fucking gave him a doubled in size in just the couple of months I had him, you know, because they grow to their environment. But we were checking out some of these other ones he's got. He's got a lot of pie.
Oh no.
Oh God, the snake got him. The snake got him, man. Oh, that is just not cool.
I'm gonna go back to the fucking camera and it's gonna be him getting swallowed.
His eyeball.
The fucking snake just pulled a by Felicia on profit. Hey, that's fucking awesome. How you doing, Spartan? How you doing, Ganja? Great to see you guys.
Doing good. Doing good. Sitting there. I seen Tara jump on. I had to jump on, at least say hi to Tara and everybody else.
What's
up, Tara? How you been?
You're on mute.
I just took a gigantic hit of some. I've been trimming. So all my outdoor is done. I'm done with all my outdoor trimming, but now I'm smoking all the hash out of the trim tray. So getting high.
Here, Spartan, got to represent Michigan.
I like to tell these guys that we're like Canada Junior. I mean, we're pretty close.
Well, I don't know about that, man. If you're saying you're just finishing off your outdoors right now, because yesterday I was working in about 10 inches of snow. Ain't nobody fucking doing outdoor farming anytime.
No, I meant actually, I was talking about trimming my outdoor harvest.
Oh, okay, I got you.
But I did mow my grass today. I even made a story post. I was like, I don't think I've ever mowed my grass on December 10th. But here I am, December 10th, bagging my leaves because I didn't get around to it until just now. And we had a little bit of a warm spell, so I got out there and got it done.
It's
It
cool
melts
just to
a
see
little
it,
bit up on
if
it.
anything
Hey,
else.
It's super, super deep in the snow where I am. I'm up in Bel Air, Michigan, and we have had a ton of, I mean, like, I had the dogs out and it was up to my knees. So,
Whoa.
Not
Whoa.
like that. We got a
Yeah.
dusting. All
yeah,
right.
we had a
Okay.
ton. And my little stupid Kia Forte has been stuck every day. Poor Troy has had to push me out every morning. This morning, I almost hit a mailbox again. I'm always hitting something.
Holy
That's
shit.
funny. I hit my mailbox today with my lawnmower and it blew the whole fucking mailbox down. I had to go put it all
Oh.
back together. That was fun. And I didn't have any fucking, so my power tool, all the batteries were dead, right? Of course. So I'm out there with a hammer and nails just trying to fucking pin this thing back together. It looks like Frankenstein out there.
Okay, please humor me. Okay, so say this is Michigan. Okay,
Okay.
Michigan. It's bordering on Canada. There's the bottom of Michigan. Spartan, where are you approximately? And Tara, where are you? And is there much difference in the altitude from where you are?
A little altitude.
Put your middle finger.
What about my middle finger?
That's where I am.
We don't want to know.
Oh, you're right about here.
Yeah. And Spartan's
Okay.
right below me.
Yeah, I'm way the hell down southern central Michigan. So way down the bottom, middle.
He's like
Okay.
2.5 hours from me.
He's a bottom.
But
Well,
that's
I'm actually not far from the capital of Lansing. I'm in Jackson, so I'm just
Yeah.
south of Lansing.
Super close.
how many hours drive between the two of you?
Oh Jesus, probably 2.5 hours, something like
Yeah,
that.
probably 2.5 hours.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, which is no problem for me. I don't mind doing that. It's easy to get to him. That's like my stopping point. Him and Baked, I'm not even joking. Him and Baked are like my middle point, and
Yeah,
then I
we're right
go
next
on
to each other. Yeah.
to the next stop to the next bunch of guys.
Right on, right on.
Love it.
That's awesome. You
Yeah.
guys have such a good group of people up there. You know what I mean? That you can just travel, bounce around, and just have
Oh, I think
everybody
that's
on the
me
same
that
kind
does
of
that
page.
though. You know, I mean, I'm the kind of the vagabond that just,
Yeah, but Tara's the one who keeps us all together. She's the one that's really holding us all together because she
Hell
sees
yeah.
everybody.
I want
Ah.
to love you guys so much.
I love you too, Tara.
Thank you.
Right on.
Love you.
And she
Absolutely.
spoiled us so much for Thanksgiving. Oh my God, I don't think I've ever eaten that good in my life.
I just
Was
took
it-
the first sip of my coffee out of this cup, and it definitely tastes like soap. So,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Didn't rinse the cup.
Yeah, rinse that out.
Hey, is Sequence and Painted Lady, are they
They're in Mexico.
right on? I wasn't sure when they were going, but that's
No,
that's
they're
pr-
there
I mean,
right now. Oh my God, their pictures are so awesome. It's unbelievable.
I think right
Right
now
on.
there should be Cypress Hill right now. They're probably
That's
watching Cypress
exactly
Hill right now on the beach in the water.
That's
oh,
right.
cool.
That I think we should all plan on this next year. You know.
Nice. Yeah, real nice.
So how are you, Uncle Rick?
It's good. It's good.
Good.
It's been busy. End of
That's
the
good.
week, and it's always nice.
Hey, being busy is good.
Keeps me honest. Well,
Exactly.
that'll never happen.
Wow.
How are those fish doing over there, Rick? Are they surviving the winter?
Oh, thank you. I better feed him. I was pulling South Nelson Farms leg the other day, and I told him maybe I'll get around to feeding him this month, and he got a little upset with me. I don't know if yeah, they as a matter of fact, I really enjoy holding off feeding them because they want
I'm
me
sure
more.
you do.
They love
Yeah.
me more.
Love you. Oh, I'm sure that's.
Oh God, they jump out of the water if I walk.
They're probably trying to spit at you, dude.
Yeah. Oh shit.
They're probably trying to suicide, and you're like slapping them back in. You're like, no, you get back in there. I know you're 3 times your age you're supposed to live, but we're gonna keep you going.
No.
That's right.
We have a good relationship.
That's awesome. I love it. That's pretty cool.
I had a technical question.
Oh, here we go. I love this part.
Okay, well, I saw it on a video and a week or so ago, and then I saw it on another one today. And this is what they're saying about the AC Infinity T series of fans, the ones that you can set the high and low temperature and humidity, and the fans work automatically. They're saying that sensor will not, it isn't activated properly under the high HPS lights. They only really work properly under the LED lights.
Who's using
And-
HPS?
I'm sorry?
Do you have HPS? Is that what you're using?
No. I have, but I was just watching. I was trying to get all the information on programming it and watching videos, and
I
it
hadn't
came
heard
up.
that.
It came up, and I don't like to spread, because I don't know. I haven't got mine hooked up. Well, it doesn't matter in my case, but I don't want to spread false rumors. But I think it's something people should know, and you'd think AC Infinity would have made that very clear before they sold them to you. Because I mean, there's still people out there using high pressure sodium.
I don't understand how that can be a thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to wrap my head around it. What is the thing again?
Because if it's a sensor, it just should be sensing temperature. I don't understand why HPS throw more heat, but I don't understand why it would change the
This
sensor
one,
sensing
this
temperature.
one senses temperature and humidity,
Right.
and it. Yeah.
Is that the
This is
Cloudline S series or
The
T
T
series?
series. He said
the
T.
the T series. Yeah, and then I was watching another video, and they were saying that the humidity sensors, they're designed, and obviously, if the humidity gets too high, the fan goes on.
Right.
But apparently, I haven't got mine hooked up yet properly, but apparently, if the humidity sensor hits your low point, it goes
Right.
on as well. The fan goes on as well.
Why would it do that?
Exactly. That
I
shouldn't
think
be
you can
doing.
set those up into the computer and set those points. You can set it to come on for heat or humidity or both, and I think you can turn those on and off. I don't know. I don't have one, but I think you can set those to go on and off. I know people that have them. And that's kind of what they've told me, because you get to pick.
Thunder Dan's
I
trying.
got one.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey Dan, how are you, buddy?
What's up, Thunder Dan? Good to see you, bro.
So I was wondering for Rick, my first question is temperature or humidity different under a different light? HPS, CMH, LED, any of them? Is 70 degrees still 70 degrees? Is 60% humidity still 60% humidity?
I would say yes.
I would too. Normal science. And so that means the sensor is fine under any light.
Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
Then the question is about the sensor. So it's just, this is all it is. It's just a little metal barb, right? So it can only read what's around it.
Right.
It doesn't read out here. It reads what's right up next to it. So it can only be as good as where you place it. Now that's totally on you, and that's why AC Infinity doesn't give a fuck about where you put it. But it turns on and off, but it only does fan on or fan off. So if the temperature's too high, fan comes on. Temperature's too low, fan also comes on. You see what I'm saying? So it's always just going to run a fan regardless. So like low temperature or low humidity, I set mine at 9 degrees or 9%. So it'll never get to 9% in North Carolina ever. I'm running a dehumidifier right now. So it'll never get there because I don't want the fan to cut on if the humidity drops too far. Because I don't care if it drops too far. It's when it goes too high. So I have the high limit set where I want it, and then the high temperature set where I want it, because that's really all I'm trying to control. If it temperature drops and the humidity drops and it doesn't need to run, then fuck it, don't run, don't pull the power. You know?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? If it's opposite, if you lived in the desert and you were trying to do some other shit and pull in humidity from a lung room, you might, set it the opposite way. But yeah, I just
in the computer programming, or not computer, the little box that it's actually shows you everything. You can program and set those settings. So you could either do like what Thunder Dan said, you'd set it outside the parameters, it'll never hit, or you can just only select the ones you want it to turn on for.
Yeah. And Thunder Dan, earlier, I don't know if you misspoke, but I think you said that when the low temp, if it hits the low temp mark, the fan goes for temperature, the fan goes on as well.
It goes on for every mode you have it in. So if you look at the alarm right here, right now it's saying high humidity because I have it set for 59%. And I got the tent wide open, so it's going to be acting crazy. But so any of those modes on the side there that say high temp, low temp, high humidity, low humidity, those are just alarms that allow the fan to run. It's just a relay inside this box that says turn the fan on. And then you select the fan, how much it blows. You can set that up. So 1 through 10 as far as power. And but it's just on fan is really just turning on or it's turning off due to a temperature or humidity that you set.
And the fan speed is only done manually, or does that machine adjust the speed of the fan as well? No,
it ramps up and down. So what happens is it'll start at 1 and then work 2, 3, 4 all the way up to your high setting. But if you want to reset it, you just go to where it says on. And then you can use the indicator to ramp up the setting to say like 10, and that's max power. And then you can go back over to your auto settings and your fan will go all the way up to 10. If you wanted it to be half power, you just go back to on and flip it back down. I usually run mine about half speed, about 6.
And they've got some good stuff coming down the pipeline. They've got a new clip-on fan that's coming out, plus their new lights that are being, they only got the 22 out so far, but the 33 and 44 should be interesting. But like, there's some things that I always keep my fan. I like my fan to always run. I wish they had one that would always be. It would go from high power when you really wanted to dump to low power in the middle setting. Always have my fan. I always like my fan on. So that's one thing that I like. I don't even bother with that. I use the Inkbird just to, in my lung room, but I wish it would always have it on.
So if I wanted to do that, what you'd get grab 2 of them and put one without a controller and just put it on its lowest setting so it runs all the time. And then use the other one to actually, when it gets hot, it'll fucking ramp up. Actually set that one with a controller. Do it that way.
That's true too.
Fans in the actual tent blowing, and then it cuts on when the temperatures start to get out of whack, so the lung room can pull it back in because I'm dehumidifying the actual building so it can get what it needs, and then shut up and chill if it don't need it.
I've had one for about a year now, and I've yet to program it. I just never sat down to sit there and program.
I just leave it on. That thing's so quiet, and it only draws 23 watts at high power. The thing uses nothing. A can fan uses like 80 watts. There's so much.
I got a 6-inch in my 3x. It's just too much for it. I just keep that thing on 1 basically, and that thing's sucking in. It still has negative pressure and everything. So,
I'm an advocate for the Inkbird.
Yeah, that's what I have. It's the same thing pretty much, but
I've got a couple of different ones now. Some that I've yet to get going just because I don't need it during the season. But this one's well, the temperature, straight temperature one.
What's
So
the
this
problem?
one does, it's got 2 outlets, heating and cooling. Pretty simple. Set your heats. You know what I mean? Where you want it to stay. Kicks on if it needs to, either way. You're hot or you're cold. And then this one inside here, I have the humidity one. It's super simple. It's got a work 1 and a work 2 plug, which is dehumidifier and humidifier. Set what you want, and it'll keep it in that range. My mistake without doing my proper research is when I bought this combo pack, the heating one on this one has only 2 heating outlets. There's no cooling sensor. So this one has a day and night heating. So you can keep the temperature 2 different settings through day and night. But I have no use for that, really. I don't know. I haven't figured out what I'll use it for yet. My humidity's in check now.
And then if you want to get a little bit more refined, you just end up going with a Titan 8 controller or something like that, where, you know, a little bit more money and you get more customization.
It's nice seeing my sensor. Like I just have a cheap little VivoSun 3. It's got 3 little wireless sensors I keep in the tents. One on the floor, one on canopy, and the other one right now is in my hash tent. But whatever. It's nice seeing them. I'm dialing myself in. Every little trick I throw in there, every little wrench I tighten, something, you know, it keeps something dialed in that I'm trying to monitor and get to the proper zone there. So, but it's hard working all the time and shit, right? So I need to get into some of the stuff like this.
Gadgets are fun.
Yeah.
Especially if they make it easier.
I'm a gadget guy, and most of them I never do figure out. But G-Bay, this is my latest. Well, not my. It's been sitting on my desk for like a couple
the
of
scope,
months.
eh? Damn.
Yeah, and I know you got one, but everything's good until it gets to the instructions. Oh fuck! So it just sits on my, and even the instructions. Actually, Thunder Dan, I'd really appreciate maybe if we hooked up on Discord sometime and you could walk me through that programming thing. It just, this is intimidating. This is 60 pages, and I'm looking at it going, oh, it must be every fucking language.
Hey,
every
Uncle,
language.
my
is here.
daughter
No.
calls tech-tarded all the time, so don't feel bad. It's a lot. So even you can have all these directions all you want. All you need is somebody younger for you, like a little teenager. That's what you need as a teenager. That'll hook you up right now.
YouTube too. There's so many tutorials on YouTube.
I just, no.
What is it that you're trying to set up?
It's a Wi-Fi microscopes.
This is a microscope.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then that other is the fan, the inline fan. I got the fan set up. It's the programming that's.
I like the board is that they stick it.
There's something that's a little complicated.
You know, the funny thing is, the older you get and being a female, you know, you kind of cut corners and duct tape and zip ties and all that kind of shit. But you reach into the younger group to get you online with all the bullshit. So Uncle Rick, reach out to all the younger group to get you where you need to. And there's things that you don't even need to do. And
I need a 10-year-old stapled to my hip constantly.
Reach out to
we all do.
How's that Discord coming along, Rick?
Yeah, I worked my way into it today, and it was awesome, but it's still over. Then I came out. I had to go and.
Ball of wax in my eyes. I feel like Discord is like a whole other ball of wax. You know,
I was gonna say, don't feel bad. I just started figuring that out myself, and then I got locked out of it. So
it's
Tony.
But it's awesome.
Tony.
What was the thing you were holding up there?
Tony.
It's a basically it's a thermostat and a controller that does your whole fucking house. So it's the same thing we're talking about. This isn't some new technology. It's all mystical because they're, putting it in grow rooms now. But,
It's a
the
nest on
same-
crack.
Exactly.
So my buddy, like you walk into his house and everything is voice activated and shit. It's really weird. It freaks me out. I like to hang out with him and his wife, and they're like, yeah, and if you want to go and have a smoke, like they have a smoke room, they're like, just say turn the light on and it'll come on. And I was like, this is weird. Like I wouldn't even know where to start to set up something like that.
Now it's just, I mean, you just sockets and a freaking, I mean, it's super simple shit now. It's amazing. I just had to replace my washing machine, and the washing machine now, for the models that I have now, the new one comes with all that voice shit and all that automated stuff on it. So I was like, what the hell? I don't need any of this crap. Can't I just buy one that doesn't have this shit? They're like, no, we don't make it anymore. You know, I'm like, what the fuck? It's like useless to me.
What the people want.
Really, yeah.
Younger people want, not us old people. We want to turn the knob and we can clearly see where we're going with
and they can charge you more for the one that talks to you, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, now it's like $1,500 for a washing machine. What the fuck?
Right.
Yeah, so I can turn on my wash at 3 p.m, so it's ready to go in the dryer when I get home at 5 or whatever. I don't care about that. I mean, it's a washing machine, for Christ's sake.
A wash that talks to you.
What, can you clone it?
Yeah, the new
that'd be like my wife.
Whirlpool. It is. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, it's something you don't need now, but it's something you're going to need for the future. They're making sure that you're going to be a very busy person in the future. You're going to have time to do other shit. That's how life
I do
goes.
like that fridge technology, though.
My parents had more time to do shit back in the day. We have less time, but yet we have all these things that are supposed to help us expedite and make things more simplistic and give us more time, but it actually takes more time, you know.
We'll all be slaves for Elon soon.
Oh, yeah.
Pink Floyd said it best. Welcome to the machine.
There you go, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would listen to that when I was like 14 or something. My dad's like, oh.
I went
Now we're
beyond
gonna
that
get this kid
album.
to work.
Did Shadows Fall do a cover of that too? Everybody's just like blank. We don't know metal there, Caribou.
I'm not sure. I know. It's not a Pink Floyd song, but fucking Pantera did Planet Caravan, and that was better
That's
than
Sabbath.
Black Sabbath version.
That's Black Sabbath.
Yeah, but it was even better than a Black Sabbath version.
Oh, well, I don't know about that, but okay.
And that's, hey, man, opinions are like assholes. We all got one. Hello, madam.
It's funny just seeing the contrast between very organized work where I'm at in a factory that's like 100-something employees. That's a multi-million-dollar, very, very high-tech kind of stuff, to working out of the back of a pickup truck on the side of a river. Just the differences between independence and dependence, like, or whatever you would say. Like, it's kind of crazy thinking of that. Like, you can get caught up in that pretty easy. And it's like, I'm looking at it going, wow, it's so much easier. So there's a lot of people that can just easily be broken and be pushed towards an easy lifestyle and not have to get up and put work boots on. That's an easy thing for a lot of people to do. I don't think I'd ever trade in my work boots for like slavery, but you know.
Whoa.
That's deep.
Nobody would.
Yeah. Sorry, I trailed off there. That's why I stopped. I'm like, I'm going somewhere.
Entirely too high. I don't think I followed that conversation. Are you gonna be a slave or are you gonna have work boots?
It's like that
I'm pretty
whole.
sure slaves come with work boots.
It's the whole. No, he says he doesn't want to turn out like that. It's the whole fucking plot line to that Disney movie Wall-E. He's like, nah, I'm not gonna fall into that bullshit trap. I'm gonna continue to get up on my fucking ass and walk around so I don't get to be,
That's
so
it.
heavy that I can't even move my body around anymore.
Yeah. Because a man is it like
yeah, those guys on the ship. That's pretty
Yeah, and they're in the chairs and shit. Yeah,
sipping.
That's what I
I
always
bet
told
some of your kids
That's
will
where
look
we're
like that.
Spartan got it.
Eva?
While you sit on while they sit in those real comfortable reclinable gamer chairs, and you're like, I remember I had to sit on the fucking floor, man. And guess what? There was no memory. So, you know, when you started a game, you had to start that shit, dedicate yourself to beat it.
You didn't have a bean bag?
Or
cross-legged on your ass.
Or profit
No,
if you
I was lucky I had a fucking rug. All right. It was an area rug.
The bean bag is the best thing ever.
Or
They're
if you
making a
were
comeback.
fucking cool enough with your fucking shit, like your old video games, and they're still around, the fucking little watch batteries inside the cartridges have died, and they're just now you have to just play them straight through because you can't save anything anyway.
Yeah. And then when they came with games like the Zelda and stuff, they were so long. It was like you're up from dawn till
No,
dawn.
Zelda had a memory. See, Ryguard had no fucking memory. That was a game.
Ryguard
I
was
get
fucking
stuck at the
insanity.
goddamn castle, man. I could never get by it, and that pissed me off. And there was a couple other games. I had no
Yeah, like
memory.
Bionic Commando. That
Bionic,
fucking-
but I beat that game. So
Yeah,
I,
I
mean,
did
that
too.
was
It took
alright.
forever, but I finally did. But that was the fucking
There was one that was like you were like a little tiny like spaceship where you had to travel through it was like almost sewer systems you had to go through. I forget the name of it. I fucking
What
challenge
system?
anyone.
What system you talking about?
Nintendo, original Nintendo. What was it called? Fuck, I know it. I have it upstairs. But
What
man,
was it?
I can't get past the second level. Like literally, I can get about 45 seconds of gameplay in on this thing.
well, there's some games that were completely broken. Wasn't it ET? ET, you couldn't even fucking win or something.
Yeah, you
like
just
that?
turned on and died.
That was for Atari, right?
Yeah.
Fucking, I know that the original Ninja Turtle game for fucking the NES was not able to be beat because of where they put the platform.
Dude, I broke so many controllers on that game.
Because the platform that you would try to do that flip to in that one spot and you couldn't land it.
Yes.
They changed it later on and brought it down so you could actually do it. But yeah, you weren't meant to, there were games that were literally made not to be meant to be beat.
I'd get pissed off and make my kids beat it for me.
You couldn't beat it. There was no ending. I think that's like Oregon Trail fucking shit. Did anybody ever make it to Oregon safely?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did. I played that game so many times. I died most of the time, but I made it a few times.
Maybe
like
I
you're
just-
dragging, you have like barely a fucking 1-2 people left alive. You know, you're fucking have a day's rations left. But I made it a couple times.
Everybody died of dysentery in my group.
Yeah.
Mine usually devolved to the first hunting trip to then I got like 3,000 pounds of meat and then fucking quickly ran out of material because you
Do
can.
you guys ever remember
only-
when, salvage? You were a boat and you would salvage the ocean.
No.
It was the same time as Oregon Trail back.
No, but that
like-
sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was like the Commodore 64 and Tangy 1000 days. Load
Oh, hell
call,
yeah.
kind of stuff. A little boat beeping around the screen, and they could throw a rope down and catch like metal and fucking whatever sharks and who knows.
Yeah, I was baffled when like Nintendo and Sega were like probably at Super Nintendo and that Sega Genesis, but yet you had like Panasonic 3DO. That
Turbo
was
Graphics.
Turbo Graphics 16. You know, like Neo
Yes,
Neo
I know.
Geo. Remember that one? You could actually bring a thing to the arcade and load the Neo Geo game from the
Yeah.
arcade and bring it fucking home. Granted, there weren't many games. for
We
the
didn't have that up in Canada.
They had Sega CD, I believe. That was pretty gnarly. But
There was one game that was really controversial, wasn't there, for Sega CD? It was like a home invasion fucking thing or something. Or am I just?
Oh, there's a
I
lot of
remember
very controversial
Manhunt,
games for
maybe.
Nintendo too.
Yeah.
I've got a modded. I had a guy mod my original Xbox, the first one, and they
Yep.
put
Yeah, I got it.
Linux on it, and then they downloaded all the ROMs for every single Nintendo game supposedly. And oh my god, there's some pretty fucked up Nintendo games out there.
Give me the names of them. I guess I should look them up because I have a modded original Xbox with every single Nintendo. And 64.
It had its own section. It was like there's an own section you'd open up, and it would be like 18 plus, and they were fucked up. I don't remember all the names.
Leisure Suit Larry was a good one back in the day.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's tame
Carve
compared to
out a
what some of these
boner statue
Nintendo ones
people
are.
and shit.
Yeah,
Oh, there's a whole string of those Leisure Shoot Larrys. There's like
when I got Robocop from like, and you put a code in, you can change it from to a MA-17, and all the chicks are wearing fucking lingerie that you got to fight. I was like, the epic. Back when I was like 15.
The classic Contra when it starts, you hit the
AB
select start.
Konami code. Yeah.
Yeah.
When Mortal
up, down,
Kombat.
left, right, AB select start.
Yep.
99 men. Bam.
No.
Yeah, it was
30,
so awesome because you could
30.
pause it and then do that.
There was only 30 of those.
Oh, whatever. I was never good. My buddy did. He
Dude, I
could play
still remember.
Contra without getting hit with a bullet.
I still remember the fucking the password to fight Mike Tyson. I have no idea why. I could never beat the motherfucker.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
7373596. It's just
So they made that game twice, or they just changed it. Before it was Tyson,
Yeah.
they had somebody else. It was forget who they called it, who the last guy was. But I'd gotten the first Punch Out, and then they came out with Mike Tyson's the next year.
Was it
And I
Super
went and
Macho
bought
Man,
that.
something like
It was
that?
the same game. I was so pissed.
Hey, I was a Mike Tyson fan. Still am. I mean,
I am a Mike Tyson fan, but I mean, I was
know.
pissed that it wasn't a different game. It was the exact same game, except they changed the last fighter to Tyson. That's the only difference.
Okay, if you're a Mike Tyson fan, what do you think about him fighting this YouTuber guy? Is it Logan Paul? Is that his name? Have you heard about that?
I haven't heard that
He'll
they're
beat
going
the
to
shit
fight,
out of Logan
but I think
Paul.
Logan Paul's going to get his ass kicked.
I've heard about that,
Shit
but
kicked out of him.
just so everybody knows,
Not
Mike
only
Tyson
is Tyson
got the exact
tough,
same
he's
seeds
crazy.
that I got from predicated breeding. We each got the same exact seeds. Me and Mike Tyson.
Very cool.
nice.
Me.
If Mike Tyson is
Right
fighting
there.
for real, then Tyson's probably gonna mop him. But I mean, if it's not a publicity stunt,
Well, it is, but it is.
Of course, it's a
money
publicity
grab.
right? So I
Oh.
mean, are we getting really Mike Tyson fighting?
Well, I watched that
Yeah,
Roy
I'm
Jones
bored with
Jr.
that.
fight about a year ago.
that
And
looked
although
great.
these you're talking about a couple old decrepit fighters, like I would not have wanted to be standing there getting hit by Mike Tyson with
No.
those. Like those body shots were just like fuck me.
Yeah.
So I
That's a
think
good
this apparently this YouTuber guy is actually not bad. He just went up against Floyd Mayweather, right? How the fuck
Yeah.
do these guys even get fights against Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather is beyond me. But whatever. But I think if this kid actually starts getting hit like that, I don't think he's ever been hit like that before. And I think he's
How much does Floyd Mayweather weigh compared to Logan Paul, though? That's like a flyweight versus a heavyweight.
Yeah, I
think
remember
Logan's pretty
watching
big.
the stat readout of like weight, height, reach, and all that stuff after. I was just like, yeah.
Yeah. How old? And
If you look at Tyson's old videos, you'll notice he has a body
Two-punch.
uppercut
Yep.
combo.
Two-punch
happens that
combo.
fast. It's
I was just
literally
gonna say that if you can avoid that shit,
when you're
man,
flinching, he's already taking your face.
Yeah, I
off.
was just say that was his best. Was he was so good
Body
up
shot.
close, and you see
Body
like most
shot.
people try to most people try to clench you.
It would fucking wreck people. You'd see videos of him doing it, just like
if you could
It
survive
wins.
that, then maybe he would have a chance. But I mean, that body shot, raw.
or if he's doing a lot of shrooms that month, because he does a lot of fucking drugs, that guy.
Yeah, he does.
That's
And he puts a lot of
But
Mike
when he's training,
lemonade.
he's serious. When he's training, he's serious. He doesn't do, and he just man, he's just like driven. Just all the times I've heard him talk, I wouldn't I put it this way, he dedicates himself to boxing more than I dedicate myself to growing. So
Yeah.
you know,
He was just here in Worcester last month for our thing. He was there for
Was he?
2 days. He was pretty, I mean, he wasn't all fucked up on shrooms when I saw him.
He's actually a pretty chill guy, as long as you don't get on his bad side.
I was pretty chill. He's
Yeah.
really friendly with everybody. He was
I
definitely.
watch his
good
cartoon.
time.
I get a kick out of it.
To me, the fucking funniest, one of the funniest things I ever seen was that the Hangover movie where he comes out singing "One Night in Bangkok." I was just like, that's like piss yourself funny.
That was a great movie.
Yeah.
that was so awesome. It was.
Did you guys ever watch the roast that he was on Polly Sheen's roast? Whoa.
I don't think so. No.
Oh yeah, you should check that out. And I think fucking Anthony Jeselnik was in there, and he's, I don't know if you guys have ever watched him, but if you're faint of heart with your jokes and sensitive and you don't want to hear some pretty fucked up jokes, don't listen to him. But yeah, he was on, him and Steve-O, and Steve-O actually wanted to get punched by Mike Tyson, but I don't consider it a punch. He ran into his fist, that like with his face type of thing. I don't
Then they
consider
spent
that.
all night in that guy's bathroom doing blow together. Remember that night? He talks about that. He talks about this a lot that night at that comedy club. And then after Steve-O got fucking him wasted all night. They spent the time in the bathroom. He was scared shitless. Didn't want to leave. He's like, no, Mike wouldn't let him leave, basically.
Maybe because he was supposed to be clean for like a year or something like that at that time.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Yep. Because his boy died. Fucking
Steve-O was?
Steve-O was clean.
Oh no, then it was the first time they all got together for that.
Was it Duncan, his boy there? I know it began with a D. He was in a group with him and shit like that. But
Ryan Dunn.
Dave England?
Yes. Like
and Chris Pontius.
So I think it was Duff. He might have died, and I believe he did. And after that, I believe, I'm not speaking for Steve-O, but he did get clean. And during that roast, he was talking about the fact, or they were talking about the fact of the shit he used to do, but now he's clean or whatever, in a roasting way. You know what I'm saying? Not like congratulations. It was just like, oh, surprised you're not dead. Made it this long. Obviously how a roast goes.
That was Ryan Dunn then. That was Bam's buddy there.
That's it. Thank you, Ryan Dunn.
He was the one that died. Yeah.
So yeah,
that's a guy that needs to get his shit together, man. Jesus.
I haven't paid attention to him in a while, but yeah, he was in the roast. There was a few other guys, but it was a pretty hardcore roast, man. It was fucking hilarious.
Well, if you guys can really roast well, like that guy Jeff Ross, or there's a few guys, but roast is an art in and of itself. Most comedians can't do it. Bill Burr is great at the roast.
Oh, Bill Burr is the man. I watch that so family like all the time.
Yeah, but the roast, when you're roasting, it's kind of ad lib a little bit too. Like a real roast, I take it is not scripted. It's like, all right, roast this person, or randomly roast these people. That's amazing when you see somebody who can actually do that. It's just like, just
you gotta be able to pop that shit off the top of your
head. Yeah, just off the top of your head. No fucking script at all.
Some of them roast, the people don't even know who they're roasting. Like he obviously knew it from me, but it's not like probably she knew him. It's not even like a lot of them some are close friends or whatever, but they're not all close friends, so they got to come up with shit.
Yep.
To come up and do it, but you guys should check out the Pamela Anderson roast. That's fucking hilarious too. I haven't laughed so hard before in my life.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen was
the
amazing.
Pamela Anderson.
That was a good one.
But the Charlie Sheen roast was really good, especially because Courtney Love came on and she's like, "I'm sober," and in my falling off the couch, crotch out, fucking not. That's just my opinion. I'm not going to doubt the girls. They have been. But we could change the roast scene, go to something else. I went on a tangent.
Tangents is what we do best on this show.
I know, but I feel like we should break it up.
It's only a matter of time before it's like one tangent, and then it's like, oh, hey, into the next tangent. And it's like staying on course around here is just not something we do.
Well, we started off at games and ended that roast, which is pretty funny because it all connected to Mike Tyson.
But anyways, yeah, I hope he fucking hurts whatever that YouTuber guy.
So is it going to be on YouTube or is this pay-per-view?
I imagine it's
got to be pay-per-view.
Come on, that's messed up, man.
And then actually, I heard something about that YouTuber's got another brother that boxes, and he was gonna fight. Was it Tyson Fury's younger brother? I think in a week or two. Like Tyson Fury's heavyweight champ of the world boxer, right? Is gonna fight his younger brother. And then this guy fought Tyrone Woodley a few months back, which I was actually aware of that when that happened. And apparently they're going to fight again here instead of the Tyson Fury fight. I was like, to me, it's very odd how like these guys apparently, like I don't watch their YouTube. I don't know much about them other than these guys are somehow getting up there. Floyd Mayweather's coming out of retirement to fight one of them. This other guy's fighting you know, it's just like, how do you guys go from starting a YouTube channel, posting up whatever it is, maybe some, probably not cannabis videos, but you know, maybe something similar to what we're doing now. And then that gains attraction and viewers and shit like that. And all of a sudden you guys are boxing. You didn't start out as boxers per se, I'm guessing, but all of a sudden you get it and all of a sudden you're fucking boxing and you're somehow getting enough attention that you can get Mike Tyson. You can get Floyd Mayweather Jr. And sure, they're well past their prime, but it's
like fucking free money. All they gotta fight is this fucking YouTuber.
Well, that Floyd Mayweather, the one guy fight against Floyd Mayweather, that was like legal bank robbery. Like, because I did watch it after it happened, and it was just like, but still, like,
has anybody watched this YouTuber that's challenging him? Because like,
he's been in a couple of fights.
Like Kimbo Slice, and then Mike Tyson may be in a little bit of trouble.
No, Mike Tyson's not in any trouble.
Okay.
He's in no trouble.
I haven't seen the dude. Yeah, his opponent. That's why I'm like, you know, a YouTuber. I mean, that's where Kimbo came from. And, you know, that would have been some shit, you know.
I don't think that's like, does anybody know what these guys actually started out as YouTubing as? Was it just like talk stuff, or was it funny videos, or
who? Yeah, the fighters.
The Paul brothers.
Oh.
Everybody's like, no clue.
Probably just being jackasses. That's usually how people get popular.
Yeah, it was just like PewDiePie. They did gaming videos. They did a bunch of different stuff.
Okay.
A lot of controversial shit. He did like that Japanese suicide forest that he went to, and everybody was all up in arms, and he got all that publicity. But yeah,
that forest is nuts.
What it is they're a bunch of punks.
Yeah, exactly. Just fucking.
And they keep like
they don't get beat up for money.
People that are reputable and fighting things. I don't know, and then they win. It's like Throne. I don't know. I think
see, that's kind of what I kind of think. Like I said, the Floyd Mayweather fight was like a legal bank robbery. Why did Floyd Mayweather not just chew right fucking through this guy and just lay him the fuck out?
Money. It's all a fucking hoax. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna go there, I guess.
No, go there. Hey.
Oh, I'm sure their YouTube channels make them all their money. I mean, I don't think they do anything else that and fight.
I mean, the Paul boys are all about YouTube. That is all that's how they made their money, on just YouTube videos. And it's disgusting. Not in like a good way either. It's just being disgusting punks, and now they're fighting people now. I don't know. Fuck that shit. Don't even watch it.
Fight them for money.
If you watch that shit, then you're giving them views. So fuck them motherfuckers.
Fuck yeah.
That's generally how my thought is with stuff like that. If I don't like it, or I'll just not even pay attention to it at all. But at the same time, I do like watching loudmouth punks get hurt, because those are the kind of people that generally irritate me. And so
don't get me wrong, I love watching. I am all about UFC. I'm a UFC just through and through. I love it.
Are you watching tomorrow night?
It like the Jake Paul and them kind of things. It's like, no, fuck you. I'll beat your ass.
Yeah.
You know, screw it. You know, I don't like that stuff. You know, it's all about money. It's not real. And a lot of it's not real, but at least UFC is a little bit more fun because you get to see some blood, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I love my UFC. Are you watching tomorrow night's pay-per-view?
Fucking real. Like, do you remember back in the day when it first started, and there was like no rules except like there was like no hitting in the crotch area or something. Like,
no, you can still do that. It was no eye gouging was the rule.
Okay, I couldn't remember what it was, but like it was hardcore. And I
just start implementing like back of the head hits and shit like that. Like
no weight classes either. There's big motherfuckers against small little guys.
When I see a fucking dude like just keeping on elbowing him. Oh, it pisses me off.
Yeah. Well, the thing that the UFC moment that really sticks out to me the most is when Vitor Belfort, this tiny little guy at the time, fucking pounced on Tank Abbott and just took him the fuck out. Like, where the fuck did that come from? It was just like, I didn't see that coming.
You just never know.
Yeah, and Tank was running in there like One Punch Man, just running as hard as he can and just swinging like a bar room brawler. And it was fun to watch him too, because he was just like, is he gonna get lucky or is he gonna get his ass kicked? It's one or the other. It's not gonna be a long match.
Well, it's it's going to be exciting to watch though. That's the thing. So that's anyone think Amanda Nunes has any hope in hell of losing this fight tomorrow? I'm thinking not a chance, but
stranger things have happened.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it should be
With
good.
bet on it, but stranger things have happened.
Yeah, I think Poirier's gonna. I think he hits too hard. I think Oliveira is a better fighter all around, but I think Poirier hits too hard, and I think he's got the knockout victory tomorrow. Personally.
Totally cool.
Yeah, I can't remember who Sean O'Malley's fighting, but he's probably my favorite fighter since Israel Adesanya started taking off there. I like watching him, so that should be a good one too.
Gonna be a nice card.
Everybody's like, get back to talking about weed, man. We don't want to talk about this stuff.
We were talking about weed at some point.
Well, for a little bit there.
What you smoking on?
At the moment, I haven't got smoking on nothing, but the last joint I rolled had, it was a mixture of Girl Scout cookies and Uncle Rick's grown Crunchberry Kush. And threw a bit of mullein in there because I've been dabbing hard the last couple of days and my lungs are feeling a little bit dried out and getting that stoner's smoker's cough going on. So put a little bit of mullein in there to help ease off the cough and see how that does.
We have crunch berries at work.
Nice.
That's interesting. I like to see that. I'm smoking on some Jenny Kush, and I picked up some Johnny 5 that we grew at work tonight. Not tonight, but I picked it up for some smoke for the weekend. So got some nice selections here.
How many different strains would you be growing?
Oh my goodness sakes, Uncle Rick.
Many.
We have so many. I mean, each room itself has, it's hard to, oh boy. Yeah.
How big is the room?
Let's see. We have at least 500 plants for each room. At least. It might alter because we are switching up pots right now. So we're going to try. We've been trying out 1 gallon pots and adding more to the rooms. And oh my goodness sakes. Dankman Dan has showed us that if you go to 1 gallon pots, you can bust it out. Even that. So we've got a bunch of strains going on in each room. We're phenotyping a bunch of things. Always looking for something special. We are narrowing things down. We have got a lot of great things going on right now at Freedom Greens. Awesome stuff. Yeah, I'm super excited the things we have going on.
And so how many times a day would you water a 1 gallon?
Okay, so we are switching from doing what's the one? We're going to drip emitters. So I don't even know the name of what we're on the one emitters, but we're going to drip emitters in each room. So I don't
sprayers. Go from sprayers to drippers.
We're on.
Okay.
We were doing up to 2 to 3 times a day. Waters, feedings, if you want to I call them feedings in my eyes. It's feeding the plants.
Yeah.
It's not watering, it's feeding them. So I think we were doing in some rooms, depending on the strains. And that's the other thing, you have to take into context, you've got a whole room at 500-ish kind of plants and they're this, they're that, they need this, they need this. So we're all trying to kind of dial each one in and it's a little hard. So you try to group everybody together that is going to be cohesive. And we do a couple times, 3 times a day waterings, feedings, if you want to call it. But yeah, we're going to drip emitters, and I think that'll benefit us from the netafems. That's the name, the damn fucking netafems.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Ugh, them bitches spray everywhere. We're going to drip emitters.
Yeah. And I would imagine that, and I guess the same with you, Spartan, that you can water different zones. Like the challenge that I would see, actually, Spartan, each room you only run one strain, but that would be the. Sorry,
we're doing 3, one per table, but they're all on their own zone, their own watering zone.
So you can give more water to this table and less. Yeah, okay,
Yes.
That makes sense. Yeah, because it would be hard if
we make it easy on us because we got to work in there and there's only 5 of us.
Yeah.
Y'all get it done though for a 5-man crew. That y'all are fucking killing it. Same with
thanks,
Derek.
man. Yeah, we're hustling.
Dan and shit. Y'all,
oh my god, they busted.
Y'all do those harvest. I love watching those videos y'all post and shit. I mean, it's just y'all are getting it done.
In our place, they busted out. Totally busted out.
Spartan, the video that you showed, was it, I think today, or was that would be your mother room? Do you recall?
Oh yes, yep.
Yeah, it made sense. When I was looking, I thought, wait a minute, this isn't a regular room, and so that was your mother room, right?
Well, the MILF room is what I call it. It's the mothers that like to flower. But yeah.
Gotta be a shirt or a slap right there.
And that one I was looking at, I just thought it was so beautiful. I just had to take a quick video and share it. But that's a baby mother. That's gonna be easily 4 times that size before we take cuts off of it.
Oh wow. Yeah.
How many cuts are you guys taking? How many are you trying to like?
We usually take 200. So you take 200 cuts, and then when we go to flower, we whittled it down to 150. The 150 bed.
We keep a mother around.
Just one cycle. It's one cycle, and then it's gone and reset.
Okay.
When we take cuts, we kill that mother. So we take enough cuts.
Out, kill it.
No, we don't. No, no. We're real. We have a system down. We don't really deviate from it, and we just
don't really need
it works. We have to work within our plant count, so we've got it worked out to where when you take that many cuts, you got to get rid of some plants.
And you just about have to have a separate room for flowering the mothers. You couldn't mix them in with the.
Well, we had to put them in the aisles on the floor because they're so tall. That's the only way we'd get it done. We couldn't put them on tables.
Yeah. Wow.
Shit, trying to get them down. So they'd be upstairs in our veg. So we'd have to try to get them through the doorways. I don't know if we can get them to fit as big as
how big are the pots?
Oh, the pots are like 10 to 15. Well, usually 15 gallon pots. And then, but the moms would, Jesus, they get huge.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about right now is having to move in like 2 months. If I don't re-sign my lease, like I'm about to flip to flowers. So I'm going to be hauling fucking flowering plants out of 6th floor in Chicago to move somewhere
Jesus.
Else.
But hey, do what you got to do.
Flower, I'm just going to have fucking plants the size of your mom's to be moving out. So
yeah. Well, what I would do is I would just reset them. Fuck it. Just cut cuts, wrap them in paper towel around the ends, and fucking throw them in a Ziploc bag. They'll make how long you got to go?
One of those easy cloners. So I'm just now starting to play around with cloning and in a couple of different practices. I got a couple of the grow cubes, and then I got the easy cloner. So just trying to learn that because I do think that preservation of you don't know what the fuck you have. You know what I mean? Half the time. So if you're going from seed, so I like to be able to have that security down. And I'm getting some pretty good as of lately.
You need to cherish that and remember that. And that's one thing that I always remember is trying to hold on to what is special and been given to me. And, it takes a lot of work. And, sometimes you need to set a little aside, a little area to just keep those things preserve, or I don't even know the right word. You need to There you go. Thank you. You need to keep it all nice and cute over here. So, I don't know. I just feel like, you have to cherish what's given to you. And, if you can make it work, you can. If you can't, you can't. But at least try to give it a go. And I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things that's really special. When things are given to me, I need to give it everything I've got.
Oh, absolutely. And I got some really killer cuts. I got that Gary Payton cut. I got that, I got this Oreos that's supposed to be pretty exciting. And then that Avatar Wilson is supposed to be something really nice. So, yeah, I haven't really heard of that one either, but the guy that gave me the cut, he was showing me some samples and stuff like that. But that Lumpy's cut, that's what I'm trying to get from him right now. That one is super nice. Is that apple fritter? I really like that one.
Yeah, I got a few people that I can trust to hand off some strains to for a few runs and then play with some new ones, see if I like those, and then pull those back. So if you can pull that helps out a lot. Because I always got somebody looking for a clone, and I'll be like, here, take that. But before you kill it and let it go, I want a clone back. So
that's why it's good to have them backed up somewhere else anyway.
That's why I've had strains for like 5-6 years up until
Buffy's been keeping Fluffykins with his little crew. They've been keeping that Hawaiian around since '86.
Yeah, that's crazy.
A long time to keep that thing floating around. And then I think 311, he's kept that White Widow around for fucking, I think, 2 decades.
We got a 911, or I believe it's a critical Kush. I think we started calling it 911, but we've had that going for like 12 years between fucking 4 or 5 of us. But it's, if you can luck out that way, that's cool, because you could easily overgrow trying to keep all the strain. Like I would trying to keep all the strains that I want to keep, and not let go, and then they're not made anymore and you can't get them back. So
there goes Thunder Dance clones right there.
That's what's really attractive to me about autoflowers right now. It's like it takes all that worry away. You don't have
I just want to do a big old field outside and wash it all.
What you don't have, think about it, you don't have to have a mom, you don't have to have clones. Everything's from seeds, so you don't have any viruses, you don't have any diseases, you're starting off fresh. If they can just stabilize them. And I really believe in 2020. Man, they put out a thing today talking about it actually. They put out a thing today saying how they think they can get them stable. They said they can surpass. They think they can surpass photo period on quality, on fucking yield and potency with breeding. And then they spelled out a big long post on why and how they're going to do it. I'm like, man, I hope so. That would be badass, especially here in Michigan where we're all plant count. Everything's plant count. And if I didn't have to keep clones and moms, I could have more flowering plants.
You're in Illinois, they count hanging, drying fucking plants as part of your plant count.
That's fucking retarded.
It's crazy.
At least they got something to count. I mean, in Ohio, you got nothing. So, not that I'm in Ohio anymore, but I'm still trying to help out Ohio. They can't even grow at all. So it stinks. So I'm still trying to represent for, Ohio to get them growing. They need people, they need to grow. These stupid ass laws that for caregivers that can just go and purchase shit for you is bullshit. They need that can grow for them. Just like it is in Michigan and other states, it needs to be. That's what makes sense.
Yeah.
No, not every photo has been turned into an auto, correct?
No.
Well, I mean,
so there are photos that you won't have an auto of.
Yeah.
So I mean,
then you if you know a breeder, or you're a breeder yourself, you just breed into it and then you make your own.
I know a breeder.
It takes several generations, doesn't it? It takes about to the F4 for you to find.
Yeah, but the advantage of autoflower breeding is you get through those generations so fucking fast.
Oh, you do, yeah.
So it's not fucking 10 years to get to where your end goal. It's a fucking year. You know what I mean? Or whatever.
Yeah.
Depending on how far
you
go with it.
So I hate to be that guy, but I feel like Ruderalis is the redheaded stepchild of the cannabis world. And
I like redheads.
I like the unicorn search. You know, I like trying to find something nobody else has. And then if you like it, I'll give you a cut. You know, I mean, but I want to look for what's different. I don't know. I have yet to grow all
the daddy.
Sorry.
Yeah, I go for photos, but I don't have a room for pheno hunts.
This is the Spartan Grown's opinion. So here, let's get the disclaimer out of the way.
Okay, here we go.
My opinion is I think that cannabis is good, and I think that I love cannabis, and I think I embrace all things cannabis, including autoflowers.
Yeah, I got no beef with the ones I've been playing with, so they definitely have their place in my heart as of right now.
And hey, I tell you what, if they suck, they suck. I'll call it out. If I grow it, it sucks. I'll say, yeah, this is not as good as a photo period. But
I'm not gonna say they're gonna pay the bill. But
I've seen test results that are in the fucking 25% autos. I'm like, what the fuck? That shit's they're getting good fast.
Still, and that thing was so gassy. I mean, that thing was ridiculous. Took 62 days from seed to finish, and that was some of the gassiest shit I've had.
There's absolutely autoflower, commercial auto. I don't know about in Michigan, but there's commercial autoflower cannabis on the market in the stores, and they're not required to label it as autoflower. People are smoking it and not knowing the difference. So I don't know. That tells me everything.
Hit up hypothetical.
I have
man.
smoked some.
It's genetics.
It's good.
I gotta fly for a quick bit, but I'm gonna try to get back in time to jump back on, guys.
You gotta
Just
get
wanted to
ready.
dip before saying anything.
Good to see you, G-Bay.
Yeah, I'll try to get back.
Man.
Good
All right,
seeing
man.
everybody.
See you later, bro.
Sorry that
Peace.
2-to-1 that I brought up there that one time was an autoflower from Hypothetical.
Yeah, that was that the Canico.
Yeah,
Or whatever it was. Yeah, that's like, and I enjoyed that. I thought it was great.
Yeah, it was great.
Mad citrus lime. I got a limey terp for mine. That's what I got. And even his 1-in-1 hash it got, that shit's fucking not bad.
I've got some of those seeds. I probably have those exact seeds. I'll have to look again, but he sent
You
me
got the F1 and F2s.
I don't know. Like I said, I know I've got them down.
I did the F1. He gave me the F2s. I haven't done them yet. When I hook up my light, I'm gonna do that. But freaking the F1's a killer. That's the one where that grew that I ended up growing and turned purple and everything else. It was fucking
badass.
Awesome.
I love autoflowers for outdoors for me because I don't have an area to really grow, and I'm just getting away with it where I'm at. So I need something to stay small. I mean, I planted that sparkle face out there thinking it was an autoflower, and it wasn't. It was a fucking photo period, and that was a fucking joke. But I got away with it. So now I'm confident I could probably do like, I don't know, my plant count in autos.
I love it.
Well, thank you. I think it's pretty. I think it's that one's so sticky, man. That one was like the stickiest shit I ever grew.
I think it's clever.
What's that?
And they have a place.
They do have a place.
Oh, definitely.
I think it's clever, and they have a place.
The corner of my bedroom, my new light. That's their place.
You gotta understand too, is like this ruralalis is just now within the last really 5 years, 10 years, they've really been worked. Photoperiod has been worked hundreds, thousands of years. So, give the redheaded stepchild a little fucking, time. In 10 years.
It's from the lowrider, huh?
Yeah, it's not lowrider. That's forgot. Well, I think that's the other advantage of it is the life cycle of it. It moves so much faster that the breeding goes faster. So it's going to catch up eventually. I mean, it just makes sense. If you compare the two, the only real difference between the two is one doesn't have to flower for as long. So at a breeding standpoint, you can get to your end goal way the fuck faster than you could with a photo period. So yeah, it's way behind right now, but it's gaining quickly.
Counts either. You can just go crazy with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially outdoors.
5 years ago, I had a friend pulling 4 ounces easy off a fucking auto.
Shit, Sequence's first auto he did outdoors for the pound.
Yeah.
I talked to a couple of breeders over the weekend at the Chicago had a big, I don't know, not a big show, but they had a show. There's some breeders there and shit. And I was talking to a few of them, and they're all talking autos, guys. That's the exciting thing. Ethos, I could tell you this, was pushing autos hard.
Well, all the breeders are going to push autos because then you have to buy seeds. I mean, that just makes commercial.
Well,
sense.
yeah, I know, but they're talking about the difference in yields, because a lot of people are like, fuck that. I don't want that shit, and they're like, no, you don't understand. This is a different game now, guys. We've changed it.
Oh, yeah. The stuff that I got from 2020, I'm going to start fucking with that. And I'm going to put up, I got a little tent I'm going to throw up. I'm going to do a salt grow, I think, and with autos and see. I was going to do a DWC, but I had a power outage and that kind of scared me a little bit. So I might do cocoa salts for the autos and see if I can get them, see what I can do with the yield.
Definitely room for an experiment. That's for sure. How about that?
Yeah, and it's gonna be cool.
We need to
hear those words come out of your mouth.
I'm gonna do cocoa playable.
Man, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I absolutely love that everybody looks at me as the organic grower because that's where my heart is for sure. That's what I do at home. But I have
at work and everything else
by far, and never will I catch up, grown more synthetically fed plants than I ever will organically. There's just no way. I mean, I go to work and we have 2,000 plants. I don't have that. I don't have that at home, man. It's going to take a while to catch up.
I had to get a whole nother frame of mind when I went to work. I had to squash.
How was the first day?
My thinking and to acquire a whole new frame of mind when I went to work, because commercial growing is way different than home growing, but my home growing helps me be a good commercial grower. I hope. And I love what I do. And every day that I walk into work, I mean, my day flew by today. Holy cow, we flew by today. And I didn't even get shit done, I felt like.
That's really cool. When Abolish did the Freedom Green tour, their video recently, I had to watch it again because
I love it. Thank you so much. It's such a great place. Honest to God, I mean, I know people say and you think maybe we're put up on it, but really, Dan and I, we freaking fucking love our job. I mean, I walk in, I sign in the morning, I go to the cameras, and I have a huge smile on my face at freaking 5:20 in the morning or 6:20, whatever time I get there. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
I absolutely believe it. Think of myself, like I'm a very much a morning person. I get up ridiculously early. I'm usually bright and chipper as soon as I get a couple of coffees into me. And that's just going to a job that I don't mind doing. Now, if there's a job, and I've been saying a lot to those that are close to me recently that like I just sick and tired of doing the day in, day out grind. It'd be much better just to go play in the garden. So I've got like my hat's off to you to be able to go and attain that dream, because there's a lot of us that are still fighting and working towards that, I guess is what I'm saying. And
I've done it. I know. Fortunately, I've always worked in the emergency room for 25 years, and I've been fortunate to do always what I loved, always. And now I get to do something else that is so much that I love. And I'm still giving back to people and being a caregiver no matter what. I know what I'm doing is going to another person to benefit them. So even if I'm not in the emergency room, being hands-on with them, right now I'm still being hands-on with them, with the plant, giving them something that they can appreciate and they're going to love, and it's going to be something that somebody needs medically, because I need it medically. So if somebody else needs it, then I know I need it. It's great. So I hope I'm doing something good. I know I am, and I think it's a good thing.
That's great to hear, dude. You're a healer. From one career to the next, you're a healer. World needs more people like you. Absolutely.
Thank you.
I just saw in chat, was it Dags? Dags 420 says, I can't find it. Something about, he was saying he don't want to try autos because he's not falling for that tactic. You know, he gets to keep buying seeds. Well, I mean, and I said, and I just wanted to say this for anybody else listening. It's like, if that's all that's keeping you from getting autos, just get regular autos. And then if you get a male and a female, put a male with a female, grow out the other one somewhere else, and then you'll get a bunch of free auto seeds that you have enough to grow you for the rest of your life. Just keep doing that.
Yeah,
you only got to buy them one. You only got to buy them one time if that's what you're worried about.
Now, is it that easy to find regular? I kind of find that like when you're looking for autos, it's more of a feminized selection for that reason. I feel like
I haven't looked, but I've got some. I mean, I got them from Morningstar, or you can breed them yourself. If you even have feminized autos, get a regular photo period male, cross it to the feminized autoflower. Those seeds, you're going to get some autos and some photos. That'll be easy to tell. Just keep them in veg. Select those autos. If there's a male and a female, they'll make seeds. Those should all be autos, or damn near.
I've seen a few people on Cannabis and Instagram that are appear to be selling or giving away whatever. They're at the very least they're breeding regular autoflower seeds. So that could be another avenue for people is start hitting people up that way to find their seeds, your regular autos.
Shout out to 40 Acres. He just sent me off a 2020 pack of autos. I was going to throw in my veg tent. He's a gatekeeper of the future, from what I'm hearing.
Do you remember which ones you got?
No clue, tell you the truth. I'd have to go back and look.
I would say it was something with a T, Twizzlers, or there's another one.
Yeah.
One of those two was the one that tested pretty high, like 25 or 26%.
Yeah, I asked for more of like he had like a fruity one and more of a kind of gassier one, so I picked the gassier. But I know I think one of them was that Twizzlers or Twizzlex or whatever it is that they do.
I wonder where he is tonight. Actually, I haven't seen him today. Mr. 48. He's usually one of the first people in the chat, or when we start doing pre-show, to come and hang out with us. And
yeah, that's true.
I think he said he was off for the week, so maybe he got away.
Yeah, fair enough.
Friday night, maybe he's got a date.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Very unlikely.
Come on. Well, I'll tell you, I'm excited about these fucking snow canes I got going.
Oh yeah,
and smashed them down.
Those are the V2s.
I think so.
Yeah, those things are beast as fuck too, dude. They will not stop growing. So just heads up.
Yeah, I know. They're still not the biggest one, so I got these other fucking things.
Oh my
One
god,
is,
you can freak them bitches out.
Oh yeah, they're going in flower now.
They smell so good though. I think mine are 3 or 4 weeks in or something, but they're fucking starting to smell really good.
Yeah, these things are really fucking.
Oh, you got them all flipped over.
Yeah, mash them down.
Super rock.
Can you raise those lights any higher?
That's it. I'm pretty much at the top. We got like about 4 or 5 inches here.
So what's the distance between the canopy and the lights now?
I'm basically 6 foot. So right now, I don't know, probably 24 to 30 inches.
Oh my goodness. And now it's going to do the stretch. Yeah. But those lights, you can grow a lot closer to those lights, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I just turn them down. Oh yeah, so Jesus juice crossed with Primal Punch. I don't even know where I got that.
Easy to Garden. YouTube, or not YouTube, Instagram. Easy to Garden, I think.
Okay. I think I won that.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. I remember he donated those to the Mission Bros Grow Show for.
Yeah, okay, so that's where I got them. Apparently, I won some. I remember Abolish contacted me a while ago, and he sent them out. I just couldn't remember. Sweet. And then I got this plant here is a citral glue cross with mango smiles. This is from Kazoo.
Oh, it's from Kazoo.
This
I know all
thing here.
about that one. Oh my gosh, I have those seeds too. Goodness.
Well, look at the size of this mofo, man.
Yeah, that's stalk.
I mean,
is
this
sick.
stalk up at the top is like
Look at that. Okay.
compared to these things.
love citral glue. And I have no clue what the mango portion will do to it, but I fucking love citral glue. So I am excited about that. Wow.
Yeah, it's
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're flower nut out. I've had it for a while. Goodness, that's awesome.
finally, yeah, I've been wanting to drop those for a long time, but I got other shit dropping in the way. I got a couple other ones back here. I don't even know what the hell I got anymore. I have to look. Purple turbans, which is I think Miss Jill. Oh, I got an OKC in the back too.
Oh yeah.
But these girls, I didn't top them. I'm just letting them grow, just do their thing. Slippery Susan, I topped her. She'll bush out.
That's a good one. I really like that one.
Yeah, this one's pretty nice. It just grows. There's a couple different phenos with it. So I had one that was like golf ball little nugs, and then the one I think that you got, Tara, that I had last time, that was more like pine cones.
It was good. Boy, I really like that one. I like your OG Kush or the Tahoe OG.
Don't say it. Oh, I can't get those seeds, man. I cannot find them.
I love the Tahoe OG. Damn. But the
Well, I
slippers
mean, I could
too.
So I got a hold of the breeder, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't have those anymore." And then I put it out there on IG for a minute, and some guy contacts, "Oh, I think I got those. Let me check and see." I'm like, "Oh, that would be great." Now these are $60 a pack, right? So the guy comes back, he's like, "Yeah, I got them. It'll be $260." What? I'm like, "Okay, fuck you then, dude. I mean, I want them for a certain reason, and you're gonna be a dick about it, so I don't want them that bad." And then I got another Jesus juice here. This one I topped out. And then this guy back here this girl is the Mass Super Skunk. I've been growing it for a minute. So that's it.
Hey, Stoney.
Hey.
Go back to that tent for a minute, please.
Which one, Rick?
The one you just left.
Oh, I got these too. I forget. What? Which one? This one?
The one you just left. Okay, I'm looking at the openings where the zipper would be, and it looks like you've got it's tape. Oh no, okay, no, I'm sorry. On the side, right there, on the side. Oh, I'm pointing at it like everybody can see what the fuck I'm pointing at, but it looks like there's a bit of a flap. There's like a flap so that the light. Yeah. Well, mine doesn't have that. Man. Yeah, mine. Oh, fuck! On both sides.
Well, that's because you didn't buy the better or the cheaper tents. You bought the cheaper tents, and that's what happened.
Oh God! Oh no! Oh no!
Hey, let me tell you something. This tent leaks light probably fucking worse through that zipper than the cheapest tent I got, which is this thing I think I bought for $30 on Amazon. This thing does not leak any light whatsoever. This fucker here leaks light like a sieve. Just this tent here, though. All my other ones are pretty tight for the most part.
Funny, eh? Funny.
Pretty much. What else I got here? OKC.
It looks like you don't do a lot of lollipopping.
Not yet.
Not
Purple
yet.
turban.
But you will.
Blackwater. Yeah, it's gonna happen tonight when I get done yapping with you. I got a lot. I'm in transition. I just chopped down trimmed up a bunch of stuff. It's been a busy week at the Rockefeller
that's
Center
all the
Gardens.
jelly bean that you've got drying now, eh?
Yeah, the Mendo Jilly is what she's calling it. It's for sale now too. It's a great fucking plant, man. And it's a great
Is it
smoke
jelly
too.
bean,
It
though?
is fucking knock you on your ass. What's
Is
that?
it jelly bean, though? Is it jelly bean?
Yes,
Or
it's Mendo Perps crossed with Jilly Bean.
Indica?
I've never been a big fan of
It's
it.
got a what? Jilly Bean?
Of the original jelly bean. I never have been. No. It's been a poor producer when I've had it.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't grown the Jilly Bean yet. That was the whole thing. I got in contact with her like over a year ago. I was looking
the
for Jilly
notes
Bean.
were really spaced out far for my liking, and that's why I kind of was like, I don't know. I'm very specific in what I want, so the jelly bean didn't get me what I needed, so that's why I had to get rid of it.
Well, some people, that's how it is. It is whatever fits your.
And everybody's so different, and it's to each their own, and everybody's got their own liking. And if anybody knows, they know I'm an indica whore and a GMO whore, so they know I'm all about the indica couch shit. So
Yeah,
me too.
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know what it is, because like I said, I haven't had Jilly Bean, and I couldn't tell you how long I haven't smoked it. But the Mendo Perps does something to it because it kicked my ass, man.
okay, that's awesome. You have to
It
say
was, I'll be honest with you, not the flavor so much, but the high reminded me of the Tahoe Runts a lot.
Okay.
Kind of that euphoric feeling you get, and you're like, oh yeah, and then later on you're like, holy fuck, I need to go sit down somewhere for a minute.
Really? Okay, well, I'll be passing through your way here soon, so save me a bit.
Oh yeah, all right. I gave most of it to Larry. He liked it, so.
Well, then I'll pass through his way too soon.
Yeah, it's if he's still alive. Him and Mary have been real sick. He had 104 fever the other day. Mary's been in and out of the hospital the last 2 weeks. She's
Shut
had
up.
trouble breathing. It's not COVID, even though
I
she's
know.
got like all these COVID symptoms and
Even
shit.
after I talked to him the other day, they've still been sickly.
When did you talk to him?
Oh gosh, it's been about 7 days.
Yeah, no, he just got sick. Like,
oh goodness sakes.
Well, he was him and Robert went to Oklahoma to go jam with some dudes, and then they came back, and then I was there. What was it, Monday?
Oh my!
Yeah, it stopped over Monday. I was hanging out for a little bit Monday. Mary just told me she almost went back to the hospital. She didn't go, and then and then we were gonna jam Wednesday because that's our day. And Larry's like, yeah, dude, I almost went to the hospital last night at 104 fever. He's feeling better today. He just can't talk or anything like that. So,
oh, I know I need to send them a package. So I'm working on that. Oh my goodness. Thunder in here and lightning. Wow, that's crazy. Holy fuck. It's been like 12 inches of snow, and now it's gonna fucking thunder and lightning here.
Man, we have missed
seasons in Michigan.
There's something weird going on here because like it gets super cloudy here, like it's gonna fucking dump snow and nothing happens. And then you guys and that was just like the summer. We would get all these crazy rain clouds. It never fucking rained here, and you guys got hammered with rain.
Hammered. Literally, I'm not even joking. I came out of work yesterday and there was 3 inches on my car. And that was just from lunch till the time I left. I mean, that's fucking crazy. 3 inches.
And normally it's the other way around, it seems like, because it seems like when that, because I was going to Michigan over the past, 4 or 5 years now. My buddy's out there and it was like we would get hammered with rain or snow. And I would go there and like Michigan had no snow. I mean, they had snow a couple inches, but I mean, we had like a fucking foot of snow there. And I'm like, what's going on? This is fucking, and now it's reversed.
Tired again.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I was just thinking about your car today because I remember driving it up in Luzerne and it was just fucking crazy rain. And I remember that car is so light, man. It just hydroplanes on the water like fucking
It's
easy.
easy for Troy to push me out from, and he has had to quite frequently. This morning, I had almost slid into the mailbox leading out from here because I have to gun it to get it going out of my parking spot. And then once I get it going, I'm on a turn, and then I'm like, woo, 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 woo. And then it's like, fuck, it's a free fall. I know. The tales and tribulations of Tara.
Yeah, but this is your first year through that up there, right?
Oh my goodness. In Cincinnati, we get a half inch, maybe an inch of snow, and it shuts the city down. So I have no clue of what I'm dealing with. And I just keep trying to use some sense is all. Trying to use some sense.
When you go from like no snow to have to drive,
but I have some sense.
Yeah, that shit's difficult when you go from like no snow to having to drive in snow. That's a completely different ball game.
It is. And I'm out there, so I'm not close. I'm out there.
The road's
So
probably not fast either.
they do a I will give you this. Michigan does a great job on the roads in Cincinnati, Ohio. In any way of Ohio, they do a shit job. Michigan,
What? No. Michigan does a terrible job.
major roads, maybe not side roads, but major roads, they're on it. And I appreciate that because I can get to a major road.
I don't know, man. I live in Illinois. I still enjoy driving in Michigan a hell of a lot more than I do here. I know you guys got some fucked up roads right now as far as, construction, which kind of sucks because you guys are kind of relegated to one main road there. And if that's under construction, you're kind of fucked. But on the same token, Illinois people suck, man. Terrible. Just driving here, it's a hassle.
I don't like the tolls, man. I don't like getting the fucking bill in the mail. What the fuck was that shit?
Spartan, you know what I would spend a week? You wouldn't even imagine. It was about $180 a week in tolls for me to go back and forth to Chicago.
Fucking insane, dude.
Isn't it?
Fucking crazy. But I love those. I do love that. I didn't see one cop on any of the toll roads. So I just took that as I could go as fast as I want.
Well, yeah. So when you guys came up there, that was that before or after the 4th? That was after the 4th, right?
That was after the 4th, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe.
So they were done. They were going to come so they do this thing where all of a sudden, like every other fucking, was a U-turn thing or space they have in the highway, there's a cop. And they're just you'll just see them. There'd be 20 cops just every mile. There's a cop,
God.
another cop. And they do that, and they just do it like for a week, and they zing everybody for 1 week, and then the rest of the month it's fucking 95. If you're going over 95, they're gonna probably pull you over. Might give you a ticket, maybe not, depending on what your status is. So if you got a clean record, they're gonna let you go. They'll give you a warning. You better slow it down, and that'll be it. You really got to be over about 120 for them to. I have my motorcycle. I just zip by them about 140. They never even.
Yeah, I know. Fucking Chicago. I know Chicago. They didn't fuck around. They didn't care that they were in the city. They're still driving like it was a fucking highway.
Well, in Chicago, the cops don't pull you over for speeding or anything like that.
Ohio.
I've never
miles over. You're fucking getting pulled here.
I mean, if it's convenient for him to pull you, like if there's something happens and you're right there and he can get out of his car easily to get to you and give you a ticket, he will. But I mean, is a cop going to chase you? I mean, unless you're going way excessive. But I mean, if you're, doing 40 and like, say, a 25 or a 30 even, Chicago cop's not going to pull you over.
Yeah, over here, they're kind of bored. So they'll do whatever. Like
Chicago cops aren't bored.
I've seen 2 cops pull over and have an old lady pulled over. So, I mean,
Jesus.
Yeah, they get bored over here real quick and they group up. That's how bored they are. So if one cop pulls you over, you got about 15 minutes before another one, and then maybe another one shows up.
Yeah. make it look like you're some important thing now.
Oh yeah.
Look at this guy. There's 7 cops there. What did he do? That's that prophet guy. I know him. He's a derelict. He was definitely doing something.
He just looks shady.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it, yeah.
No, Chicago cops are, well, I would say you probably don't want to fuck with one, you know.
I don't want to fuck with any cop.
I'll put you in jail for no reason. All right, man. I can't be fucking the only dude holding this show up. Come on, we got to get going here.
Oh,
we
you're
got?
doing such a good job there.
I'm waiting for the rain to stop so I can get a doobie break.
Well, what I wanted to do was going to do right before you went on that amazing tour of your tents. Fucking stellar looking setup you got, by the way. But I was going to hit a dab frog because I'd had the realization that we're like an hour and a half into Friday fucking night. We've done like, what, 1 dab frog all night? Like, what the fuck is that? So anyways, let's...
We did 1 dab frog tonight.
We better correct that mistake right now. So cheers, everybody. And of course, the dab frog is brought to us by Buds of Smoking. Love you, Buds. Check it on Instagram and Canada.
Yeah, he killed that shit. Shout out to Lobster too for that song. You know, the Friday night. That's a great song. I love that shit.
Yep. No, since he's here, shout out to Stoney for the sun. We got this Wake and Bake song that we play every Sunday morning. And there's another song that I Want to Smoke It that I've got that, but I don't have enough video to do anything with. So it's like I'm slowly stockpiling video because one thing I didn't realize when I first got into editing was it takes a fuck ton of stuff to edit, like even say a 30-second clip, because like every 1 to 2 seconds you want the screen to change, right? And it's yeah, and you don't want to use the same stuff twice because you want to try and keep it fresh all the time. So eventually, and then there's a good chance that'll end up becoming the Friday night song. That we get something different for each night of the week. I think would be pretty awesome.
Hell yeah. Well, you guys have free reign to use those songs if you want. You know, like we've already told everybody, and you guys can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, oh, that's cool as hell, man. Like I appreciate that too. Like because I've got the other one. It's the Caribou and the Crew that you guys do to the tune of that Black Market Baby song of yours that I've been using as the 1-to-1 ratio. And I was just kind of, when I started editing that, because that's just kind of a hobby thing that, hey, I get free time in a hotel if I'm working on the road. Let's just fucking sit here and bullshit with a buddy kind of thing. Wanted to edit it up, but it's just like, well, fuck, it would be a lot cooler if you could have like an intro and maybe an outro to go with it. And sure enough, Larry was awesome to okay the use of that. So, and man, you guys are good. I enjoy it. I'd love to get to see you guys actually live in person one day. I'll be the one that starts the mosh pit for that, and I'll be the first guy that puts his back out in that mosh pit as well.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, it's fine. I was the last thing that happened to me in a mosh pit, though. It was about, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. It was just, we weren't moshing hard or anything. Small pit at a Cryptopsy concert. And I got hit from behind, and just right away, I just knew it was like, oh, that's not good. So get out of there, finish watching the rest of the show. It was pretty awesome. And then the next day, I had to drive about 11 hours to Bonneville, Alberta, to go pick up a buddy and then bring him all the way back to do a painting job that we had at a sawmill to do that contract out. It was like 11 hours of sitting there with your back just killing you. That sitting position is like the absolute worst fucking place for you to be. And yeah, the good old days. But now I'm old. I don't mosh anymore. I'm that old guy that stands in the back and just nods his head. Maybe throw
and laugh at the other dude breaking his fucking leg and his arm and shit.
Well, I remember it was at I was there to see Hell Yeah, but they were opening for Avenged Sevenfold. And we were in the Hell Yeah mosh pit, and got to one side of the pit, and I look across, and there's this huge motherfucker, like well over 6 feet, and he's fucking probably 250 to 300 pounds. And when you just see each other, and it's like, I'm just like, oh fuck no, but you got to do it. So I fucking go screaming, running at him, and I just hit him like a brick wall, hit the ground, and like wasn't hurt, but I was like stunned. I tried to get up, and my legs weren't there. I couldn't get up. Tried a couple times. I just keep falling down. Some people come grab me, pick me up, as usual happens in a pit like that. And then this same guy, a few years later, we were at a Slayer concert, my son's first show, and same guy got carried out on a stretcher during Lamb of God set. It was like, you're not going to forget that face that fucking leveled you that hard. So it was like, shit, I remember that guy.
So we hit him. Must be someone bigger at that one, huh?
Yeah, or maybe he didn't. I wasn't close enough to see it. I was up in the stands, and they wheeled the stretcher by us, because there's no fucking way I was going to take my 10-year-old son to on the floor of a Slayer concert for his first show. He's like that shy, timid kid that doesn't really talk that much, right? And so I was like, yeah, we'll sit up in the old folk section and see how it is. But like when Anthrax came on for their set, man, watching that kid get up, because Testament opened up, and he's, you could see him kind of nodding his head, but not really sure what's going on. His first live show he's ever seen. But Anthrax comes out, opens with Cotton and Mosh, and that kid's just like, both arms are going, head's going. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's like proud parent moment right there.
Oh man, little metalhead.
My son and I, when we went to our first Slayer concert, was fucking awesome.
Fuck yeah.
I think that was fucking titties right there.
Yeah, that's a good experience. And then to cap it off, so like just as Slayer's taking the stage, he kind of gave me, because it's a long day. We drove from home, and it's about a 4 or 5 hour drive, and all, made a day of it kind of thing. And he's 10 years old. And just as Slayer's taking the stage, he kind of gives me that look where you could just look and know he's done. He's like, when's the time to go? They start playing Dead Skin Mask. It's like the 5th to last song in the set. And I look down at him, and he's fucking sleeping.
No.
But he had those big earmuffs that you can put on for protect your ears, right? Because it's like, if it's too loud, you can put those on, take them off, whatever you want. And anyways, he's sleeping. I was like, okay, let you do your thing and have fun. Angel of Death, his last song of the night, and so I go to wake him up because it's the last song of the night, and he's gonna have to get up. And later, Green Goddess, have a great night, have a great weekend.
Later. Night, Goddess.
Go to shake him to wake him up, and he doesn't move, like not even a little bit. And I had that, oh shit, maybe he's not just sleeping kind of moment for a second. And then you pull the earmuff away from his head, and it's just like instantly, just like you wave smelling salts under his nose. Yeah, it was just a cool time.
Mine was a bit older, so I didn't have to worry about that. He was of age, so he was totally all in. So it was pretty cool. Pretty fun.
So I got one kid that's into Nirvana and AC/DC. Those are her 2 favorite bands now. And the other one is, I don't know, Ed Sheeran and no, who?
Cool kid, shut the fuck up.
Tell me who.
Totally. You have
Who,
totally.
Maroon 5. I can live with Maroon 5 on some stuff.
Yeah, you got 2 cool girls. No worries. They're
No,
awesome.
yeah. But the funny thing is the one that likes all the disco shit is the one that likes to play the drums. She'll go downstairs when I take them over to Larry's, and she slips down there, and nobody cares. She just bangs on them,
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll see.
How old's the AC/DC Nirvana fan?
She's gonna be 11 next month. 3 weeks.
Nice. So that's cool, because that's going back a ways for a kid that old. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, she's kind of following along with what I'm listening to because I skipped out on the 90s. Long story. I quit music. I gave up on music. I hated it. Didn't want to listen to it. Nirvana came out. Then I was really pissed off and I wouldn't even listen to rock stations. I listened to classical music for 5 fucking years. I am not joking. If you worked, guys hated working with me. Man, I had Bach and Beethoven going all day straight, man. And they don't play commercials on those radio stations, you know? Just the dude comes on for a second and real low voice.
I was just say he talks real quiet. Yep.
That was Bach's Fifth Symphony with the passages. And then more fucking horns and string sections. So yeah, I gave up on the music and now it's like I'm kind of like it's kind of cool for me is because I'm discovering all this shit that was old.
Have
and
a
then
great night, Tara.
Finding the
Hey,
connection
Tara.
to the new. Good night, Tara.
Good night, Tara. Good
Cheers,
seeing you.
Tara.
Thanks for having me. See you in the morning.
Good to see you, Tara.
Cheers.
So yeah, man, I'm just checking all this stuff out. So like Queens of the Stone Age is like new to me. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I've heard some of their songs. There are 2 or 3 real popular ones, but there's a whole slew of other ones that are popular with the fans, but not popular so much with the mainstream audience. And it's just kind of cool discovering that. So my daughter's kind of like just getting to discover this shit with me. So it's kind of cool.
Speaking of Queens of the Stone Age, I much prefer Josh Homme when he was playing in Caius. I wish he would have stuck to them instead.
Have you ever seen Queens of the Stone Age live though? Their studio stuff is all right, but I mean the live is, especially the years like you have to see them like in 2005. That's when things were really going.
Cheers, High Tight.
Hey, Ty, what's up?
Spartan, Caribou.
Yeah, good to see you. Hi, Ty.
Cheers, everybody. Spartan. I'm
What's going on,
just
man?
missed Tara, unfortunately.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
Good to see you, man.
Doing good. How you doing, man?
Doing good. I got Chris down here with us about to smoke.
Hey, what's up, Chris? How's Chris doing?
Chris is good.
All right, good.
There he is.
Good to see you,
Hey,
Chris.
Chris. How are you?
Cheers, Chris.
He's just chilling right here, watching the show on his phone too. We're down in the garden, checking out the plants. It's getting close, man. This is the part where my patience gets tested, and I'm just like, nah, maybe a day earlier, maybe 2 days earlier, maybe 3 days earlier. It's always one more day earlier. Like,
Yeah.
nah, just wait.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm always trying to push it, and then sometimes I go too far.
Yeah. The Grin Spoon is gonna take another 2 years.
Yeah,
Magnolia
no shit,
pie.
dude. But I can't wait
The
to smoke it
Magnolia.
after. I can't wait to smoke it after those 2 years because that's gotta be some wild shit.
Dude, it's gotta be right. Just get those like I said it before, get those foxtails, just braid them together.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
just like a
wrap 'em in
crazy
paper.
foxtail machine, man.
Dude, it is wild.
Huh.
It's like one little club with a baseball bat with a bunch of nails going through it. That's basically what kind of looks like.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
weird.
I'm about to roll up a joint, man. Have at it, guys. I'm sorry.
What are you rolling up there?
Some sour diesel bag seed from Ziggy's Garden.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's actually really fucking good. And even for bag seed, people will be surprised, like, it's just bag seed, it's just bag seed. It's just bag seed of a good ass cultivar.
I save all mine. I got a jar full.
And there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, the question of the night though is how are Thunder Dan's grandbabies doing right now?
Ooh. Let me
I know I want to know.
let me go open up the tent real quick and I'll come back to you guys.
They're suffering.
Dan, take
Bro.
it easy, Dan. Don't
They're
freak
not
out, man.
suffering. Dude, it's
Frank.
like you dropped them off at preschool, little shitheads, and then they come back like fucking
number one child, dude. That's what they're looking like right
I mean, look at high and tight. That's exactly what you want to see when you're dropping off your kids. That is exactly the person you want right there.
Compared to what's out there, Spartan, it's not really too far off from the truth, man.
Yeah.
So let me go open up the tent, see what's up.
Cool.
I don't want you guys to hear these quality zippers. So I'm put it on mute.
You make Rick jealous.
I'm jealous already. Haven't even
Hey,
heard
man,
them.
What kind of zipper you got there?
Yeah.
They got
Oh,
a
don't
flat.
mess with him. He's a squirter.
Hey.
Yes, he is.
Not that kind of squirter, okay?
We call
Not
him
that kind of zipper, eh?
El Pancho.
I mean, the suspense is just killing the shit out of me. You know?
I know.
I know.
Here we go.
It's not right to keep an idiot in suspense.
Oh, I got a lot of faith. I think it's going to be okay, man.
It's gonna be doing great, dude.
See, look at that.
Bam.
We got stuff.
All standing up and
Storm
everything, man.
F2.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice tomatoes, man.
Wow.
So these babies are doing good.
Jamaican
There's a lot of
corn.
life in here. You see the mycelium just breaking everything down.
Oh, yeah.
So there's your storm shadow F2s right there. Then we're gonna go across everything else.
Cool. Looking nice.
Yeah.
There's Banana Daddy 3 and Storm Shadows. The one that you helped out turns out to be the biggest one. The little help.
That's from seed.
That's from seed.
Nice.
So there was one that was right here that didn't make it. So that's fine. It's just more.
That's the one I saw, and I just couldn't be quiet anymore. I had to say something. People were dying.
So this one Magnolia ice cream cake that was just a fingernail, pinky nail. It's really showing out finally. So everything's doing great in here. This is re-veg triangle octane mom that we got. The cut from Porch Farmer took forever, but it's getting there.
That's
Finally got some
the high octanes that you said.
triangle octane.
Oh, triangle octane. Okay.
Yeah, Porch Farmer's cut. No, that's pie driver. Pie across with Sunday driver from I forgot who.
Phantom.
Phantom. Okay, yeah, because we were gifted the seats, but this one's doing ridiculous. Once it reached the bottom, it was over. It just took off.
Cool.
So babies are good. Now we're over here in the flower tent. Grin spoon, another 2 years.
Oh my God, that thing.
This is the re-vegged Banana Daddy 2. So
Well, it's
it
got the 3 leaves
definitely-
again.
yeah, it definitely doesn't grow tall
No.
by any means, because this is the other one, and it barely grew taller.
Sweet. That's good to know. I've got one in bed right now, so I'll let it get big.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I've got one edge right now.
Yeah,
Banana.
2. You got a veg as big as you want.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
can't
dude,
remember
I'm
which one I
excited
have.
for that Dr. Grinspoon, huh? What's the flower on that? 190 days or some shit?
It'll be ready in 2023 for sure.
yeah, right
Yeah,
now
but-
I think we're at day 109 or whatever.
Holy fuck. I got to get the report on how that smoke is, man. See if it's worth growing it.
Dude.
Because I would like to dedicate. I've always kind of wanted to grow that. But to dedicate the time and space to that fucking thing.
Fuck that, dude. Would I do it again? Probably. But do I want to do it right now? No.
Have you smoked any of it?
No, dude, this is the first time. Literally, we were up in Luzerne. Cheers, Kingfisher. We were up in Luzerne. That's when we got the clone. Then from there, when we got back, I want to say once I transplanted it into that Easy Swap Octopus, I flipped it probably like 1 week after transplant. And I gave it a good old knot. Or else it would have, I don't know how long it would have gone. I mean, how tall it would have gone.
Oh, 7 foot.
Yeah.
I heard that thing gets really big, man.
Imagine outside.
Dude,
Oh, probably fucking 12 or 14 outside.
I would love to see it in a greenhouse.
Start it inside, bring it outside. Ooh. One of the Mindo dope trees. But it grows more like the vine-like structure, doesn't it? Like nice, thin spears and stuff like that.
Yeah. Once
no spear. No spear.
No spears at all. It's like stem and then just a bunch of little foxtails all over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really got no dense
It's like growing a wreath.
There you go, dude.
I've seen it. It's ugly. It's an ugly ass plant. It's all scraggly looking, but I don't know if it's worth the smoke.
It smells fucking rancid. It smells good. Rancid in a good way. But the one thing I'm like a little about is the only green plant I have in there right now. Everything else, all the buds are turning purple. That one's staying green. And I'm like, all right, I guess I won't go full purple. Not that it matters.
It's gonna be wild to see how it changes, you know, as it flowers longer and longer and longer. See what it fucking.
Yeah, so I was checking.
Well,
I was scoping them out today, and there's so many clear trichomes all over it still.
Really? Wow.
It's coming down regardless with the rest of the plants. I'm not gonna go past the rest of the flowers. Right now we're at 53, 54, at 53, and then Magnolia Pie is getting very close. So I'm gonna go in there. I was talking to Thunder Dan about this, harvesting for fresh frozen, while still leaving the plant to grow for a flower. So we're gonna go in there probably day 60 and take a bunch of the lures, all the ones that we're not really gonna use for flower to smoke. We're just gonna take them all off, freeze them, and let the actual tops grow out for a few more days, and then just harvest the rest of the plants. So
I'm gonna
see
just
how it
wait
goes.
for all the
And
other
you
plants
want-
to get done and harvest them as they're done, and then just take the green spoon on that last, whenever that last one's done.
Exactly.
And you want Thunder Dan's opinion?
I don't want his opinion, but I respect him as a grower.
Do you want my opinion, Rick?
Yes, and then I want to give my opinion from somebody that knows nothing, absolutely nothing.
Okay.
No, absolutely. I'm excited to share it with some people because there's definitely it's not often that someone says, yeah, I'll fucking flower 100 and something days, and then I'm gonna sit here and just smoke it all without everybody. Like that. Enjoy the fruits of our labors with the small circle that we have.
My opinion, I would never grow that plant.
Dude, I don't
Go
know
ahead,
if I
Rick.
would do it again.
Yeah, well, I don't know about any Oh, okay. You're way ahead of me. You're talking about a specific plant, or I was just talking about that theory in general. If you were to say, you said earlier than usual, or say about 4 days before, you would take a lot of the larf and stuff from the plant, and then let that energy go back into the top plant, the top colas. Is that the theory behind it?
Well, the reasoning behind it is because we want the material so that we can work on our hash making process. So,
yeah.
What do we want to sacrifice? Do you want to sacrifice, waiting and trying to figure out, do you trim it, do you not trim it, or do you just go through before it while still standing and just knock off the majority of all that crap you already know you're not going to keep? I can pick you one off right now, that is not going to be worth trimming or jarring or any of that other shit. But so just material, man. Just looking for material.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you're going to pull that stuff and it's going to be the least aged. So it's going to give you the best color in the end product too.
Oh yeah.
That too.
Oh.
And the good thing is we do have a collab called me and High and Tight and the rest of the garden club can come together so we can bring it together. So it's not like one of us is trying to tote all the flour or, any of that, the product or whatever.
Cool. Right on.
Because we jack up way more than we make,
Dude, man, I will say this: finding a little community prohibition land has definitely made things so much easier.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how's everybody else's garden looking?
Mine's looking pretty decent. It's small. I got it down to I've only got one light on for flowering and one on in veg. But it makes my watering go way fast.
Yeah, I remember seeing you talk about downsizing. Just doing it all day at work, and now you're just like,
Yeah, I don't have any reason. There's no reason. There's no reason for me to do more. So I'm not doing it. I recognize that I don't know if I'm saying burning myself out, but I wasn't doing anything else.
Right.
Yeah. What about you, Uncle Rick? How's your garden going?
Well, I actually I'm around day 53 as well. When you were telling us about your situation, I was thinking, coincident. So it's just turned the humidity down a bit more, and this is the first time I've grown this strain, Driz Nipper from Exotic Genetics, and it didn't really it didn't stack, it didn't produce the colas. But so anyway, other than that, it looks really good. So looking forward to
Driz Nipper.
Yeah.
What's the matter? Was he out of orangutan titties for you or what?
Hey,
he does. That's a strain he has. He's got some.
That doesn't surprise me.
I know nothing. I know nothing. But and then in my other, actually, I'm really more fucking busy right now than I want to be. I got that room, and then I got a tent over here, and I've got 10 plants in that I've just started in flower. Well, day 5 today. And I'd never really wanted to get into this. I just wanted to do a simple little 4-plant auto flower, automated, keep it simple.
No,
but
didn't.
This is.
No, you didn't.
I know I did. I
didn't.
just, I got this. This was a gifted to me from Caribou. This is not my.
Those plants away.
Exactly. Yeah, it's part of me now. So, and then I got another room where I've got a bunch of orange gasm and help me, the other one,
I can help you.
No, I was looking at caribou, but I got them through caribou. They're both from Irish genetics. Orangegasm, and it'll come to me in a minute. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do for my next run, and I'm excited about that.
It's the lemon Jeffrey was the other one.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I
Thank you.
love the lemon Jeffrey, man.
Yeah, lemon Jeff. I would. Yeah, that's a good one. Lemon Jeffrey.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. So yeah, so it's kind of busy in this area.
I've got, for me, I'm down to, but that's another crazy thing is I only have those 2 lights, but I crammed a bunch of plants into that spot. So in my flower room, I have a plant from Brandon Russ called Limelight. I have let me see, I have 2 different phenos of the Snow King version 2s from 2020 Mendocino. I have Orange Dream Haze, which is a fast finishing, well, like a 9-week haze or sativa or whatever. It's fucking orangey as fuck. I'm loving it so far, the smell. And then what was the other shit I got? I'm trying to think what the other, there's 2 more in there and I don't recall what they are off the top of my head. So I just jam-packed a bunch of fucking plants in there to, I'm kind of in this pheno hunt thing now. Oh, I know what my other ones were. It was Bliss Bud and the Sparkle Face. So I'm going on indoor to compare with the outdoor.
Awesome.
How many different phenotypes is there that V2?
This is my first time growing them. I'm growing the V2s right now for the first time. I got them the same time. Well, I got them probably a couple weeks before anybody else, but I popped them just recently. So they're in flower right now, but they're fucking, they look pretty much the fucking same, but they smell a little different. So it's just the smells that are coming off that's different.
You know what? That's why I was asking you, because mine look exactly the same, but they both got a different smell to them.
Yep.
One's kind of more gassy, it seems like, than the other.
Yep. And the gassy one is, I think, what was probably the one that was the other pheno, the one from the Cali Cut or whatever they were calling it. Because I don't remember my Snow Cane to ever be really gassy. It was more like a, I don't know, hashy and like hash and like a little bit of strawberry. And I'm getting that on one of my phenos. I'm getting like a stronger a way better strawberry than what I had on mine, or I would say fruit. I don't know if it's really strawberry, but way fruity, way better than what I had on my Snow Cane, my regular Snow Cane. But I don't really have a real gassy one yet. They're both pretty fruity, but they're different fruit. I don't know. I can't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only in like week 2 of flower right now, so I mean, they're probably going to change a little bit. Sometimes shit starts smelling one way and it starts changing and starts smelling another way.
I think they're fast finishers, man. I don't know. I have to look to see where I'm at, but they're looking like, I'm terrible at looking at what day they are in because I don't give a shit. I just only go.
Yeah, I know.
Because
I'm like, I don't follow the days. I know approximately, like, okay, I flipped them on a Wednesday. So I'm like, was that 1, 2, 3? So we're in like week 4, you know.
Yeah, I just keep watering them, and then until they look like they're. I have it written down, so I don't forget. But I just keep watering them until I go in there one day and it looks like they're getting close to finish. I'm like, oh shit, I better see what day I'm on, see how close I am.
I'll pull out my little what do you call it? This little thing here. I'll just take a quick peek at the trichome.
Yeah.
And then it usually tells me, one look at them now. It's like, okay, I got a couple days, or I got to take this thing down now, or maybe another week.
Yeah, either mine these are hungry, they're bigger eaters, or they're finishing because they're starting to fade a little bit already before everything else. So I don't know. They might be finishing early. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you know what? I actually finished up this last harvest week 7 or week. Yeah, so week 7 in 3 days. So didn't even make it to week 8.
Yeah, we're in week 8 right now.
Wow.
I usually try to go 9 if I can on most. Unless I take it 9 and it fucking is terrible or something, I can tell. I can tell when I take it too long. Your plant almost dies on you.
That's what was happening. These things were, I mean, the fucking Mendo Jilly looked like it was just fucking had it. And the fucking platinum garlic, that thing was just, it was like, look at me, I can't put any more trichomes on me, you dick. Just take me down. And then, I mean, they were starting to turn amber. So I'm like, fuck it. I don't know what was going on. The last run, the shit took me like 9 weeks, you know. This time it's less than 8. So I don't know.
Maybe it's got something to do with the weather outside or something being colder.
Possibly,
who
you
knows?
know. I have no idea. It's very weird.
You don't
I
have
ran the
a
exact
field.
same shit. What's that?
Your area is not sealed.
A field?
Field, like the air.
You're saying sealed. As
You
in
have
sealed room.
air exchange.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
sealed.
I
I'm
get it.
intense in an area. I'm in a basement, you know.
Yeah.
Same.
Was that a cut, Stoney?
No, I don't take cuts. I don't want to deal with anybody's bullshit. Period. I don't care how clean it is. I don't have fucking bugs. I got the fungus gnats finally because it was in the fucking one of the cocoa bags from the store. Because next time I went to the store, I checked around and sure as shit, there were some fungus gnats flying around. I got rid of those finally, but that's been it. So I've seen other guys, so they take cuts. Oh man, I got this cut. My buddy took a cut back in July. Oh, and he's like, no, this guy's, I've been there a million times. It's super tight, man. He runs a tight ship. He got aphids. You know, that's it. I'm just like,
No, I meant,
taking
was that plant a cut? Did you take a cut yourself?
Yeah. Oh, did I?
Plant?
Yeah. So I cloned the last run. I finished up 2 months ago, and then I cloned a couple of them, and yeah, I just ran those and finished those up.
So could it be the cut was older, more mature, and that's why it took less time to flower?
Possibly. I don't know.
Spitball.
I'm not that scientific. So
I think it's possible. Yeah, it could be.
Sounds like it's.
You'll find out the next run. Next run will solve that. If it flowers in 7 again, you know that's what was the case.
Why I always write them down and try to figure out the days, because I try to figure out when they're ended. So then, you know, after a couple of runs, I already know you end on this day. I just circle it on the calendar. You're done here, you know, but.
Yeah. So what I do is, as far as keeping track, like Spartan said, I got one of them big calendars. I write down, you know, when I dropped the seed, when they sprouted, you know, when I put them into, you know, up pot them and whatever, and flip them flower, and then that's it. And then I really don't go back to it till the end, you know, and I'll mark on there, you know, chop this day in the drying tent. So that then I follow it so that I know how long it's been in the drying tent, right? So I track it all the way through. So, but when I'm done with it, I write down, I have like a little book. It's got like, it's actually a cannabis, like grow journal or something that someone gave to me. And I just write in there, you know, the strain that I grew. It's got like a little thing for you to fill it out, you know, with all the information, how long it took you, where you got the seeds, you know, it's all that kind of shit. Little note section. So I'll try and fill that out, you know, so I could track it. So when I grow it again, yeah, I'm so like the Slippery Susan, I hadn't grown that for like maybe a year apart. And it came from the same seed pack, and they grew completely different. It was a completely different phenotype. So,
are you going to go to a standard method like soil or cocoa, or?
I'm just using cocoa right now.
Yeah, just cocoa.
I mean, I might run DWC again. I don't know. I mean, it's fun, but
I like
only
that
for a minute.
That who was it? Thunder Dan that you had, or was that Hindsight that I saw that had like the dual
Probably
root
both have the
going?
same thing.
Yeah, I think it both had. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. The 7-gallon tote with holes cut out and some 1 gallon, 3 gallon. Dan put a bunch of fucking 1 gallons in a 7-gallon tote and it's taped it all together. Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Fucking put all those bitches together.
Those banana daddies. I got the 2 and 3 pheno from Thunder Dan. Appreciate that. I got those going in with the slurricanes. I just turned one of the slurricanes into a chugger today. I'll get that all nice and trained out, and I'll flip soon. And then I got in the veg tin. I just popped Morning Dew from Irie, Party On from Jinx Proof, and Chongo Terpene Titties from Chest Banger. That was supposed to be really skunky and gassy. Blazing Asian grew that one out, and it was real gassy. So I'm excited about that one. I'm excited to see what happens with this Morning Dew as well. It has a lot of OG there, so you get some more of the gas and the rise side of it. So that would be fun. We'll see what happens. Then I got these cuts of the Gary Payton, the Oreos, and the Avatar Wilson. Those will be next up. I got my hands full right now. Got some autos coming that I'll throw in the veg tent.
Dude, I love all these names that are out now. So fucking weird.
Oh man, it's ridiculous.
Fucking Sparkles, Fruity, Twisted Nipples or something, you know? It's kind of.
Well, I mean, eventually you start running out of names, man. I mean, how do you
I
think
don't know.
I feel when I was smoking at first, dude? There was no names for it. It was
Well, all you
weed,
do
it
is
was
throw like
smoke,
a pink or a
grass.
blue in front of it now, right? You just turn any strain into a blue something or a pink something. You know?
Right. Like this one, I got Peach Supernova.
Oh, that's from Rhizo? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, dude. I've
Dude,
been
this shit
dating
here,
that
man,
guy
I'm
for a
telling
minute.
you, I'm doing these tonight. Actually, I'm popping some of
He's
these.
a fucking beast, dude.
This
Right.
stuff here, I told the dude, I'm like, you got to enter this in like a high tech. This shit is awesome, man.
He had another
It's
peach
got
one
some.
to grab from him, but he's out.
Yeah, he's got a couple of different peach pie strains that he used.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is crossed with 10th Planet and peach pie, and man, it's like peaches with like grape on the back end with like candy gas, and it's just, I don't know,
I've
knocked
heard
me out.
things about him. The Slurricane I got, him and another guy that I met hunted it out of the big old pheno hunt, and it's a great cut. I'm really excited about that. I'm gonna probably mother one of those out. I got 2 of them right now, and it's phenomenal the way it came out. But that Rhizo, man, yeah, he's a beast, man. I've been following him for a little while now, and I really like his style. I really like what he's about. He's all about the community and shit. So
Anybody ever? Yeah, he's a cool, great dude, man. He's with the guy from Growcast. I forgot his name, Jordan. Anyways, you guys ever hear of Lit Farms?
No.
I was gift. What's that?
Yeah.
Who are they?
I don't know. I was gifted this from Chi-Town Seeds, is a seed vendor. South Beach, it's called.
Never heard of it.
It's
No.
an Ocean
Drawing a
Beach
blank.
cookies cut crossed with red velvet. I don't know. The guy said it's supposed to be fire. I haven't heard anybody say anything about this Lit Farm, so.
Well, the great thing about a pack of beans is you don't know what you get until you dig into it and start pheno hunting. So you never know, man. It's the wonderful thing about the mystery of it all, but it's also the shitty thing about the mystery of it all. But you know, sometimes they just don't play out. But
Kingfisher said they're UK.
They are UK.
We've Higgy Chris over here popped 2 seeds from Benton Fire Genetics. GMO crossed with Cushman's crossed with Maui Wowie. And now it's just GMK, keep it short. And I'm really looking forward to those 2 plants as well. Damn, did my shit fuck up or is everybody just quiet?
Everyone's just
Why?
quiet. It's like crickets, man.
Man, I'm
Oh,
supposed to
shit.
work on the Tropicana cookies tonight. That's just got me stuck, kind of. But it's one of those stony stones.
Pretty
but
lit. I had a half gram arsehole and been smoking hash. I'm pretty stoned.
Yeah, I know. That's all I've been doing too, man. I got so much dry sift off the trim yesterday. And I love it because it's like
I love
shit's
smoking. That's what I
almost
love
like
smoking.
full melt. It's just bubbles. It don't burn.
Yeah, and I
It
just
starts on fire though. It'll burn like a flame, and the shit doesn't not even burning. It's just a flame going. I'm like, well, what the fuck, man? There's so much gas in that.
stays lit. Yeah, yeah.
That's when you know it's good.
We
use a harvest tray, harvest right or whatever trim bin.
Trim bin. Yeah, that's what I use.
Yeah. I love those things, man.
Everybody says nothing but good things
Worth
about
the
them.
weight in gold. Yeah, man.
The what?
I said they're worth their weight in gold.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, man.
Yep, there it is.
Fuck yeah. Just fucking.
I got two of them just in case I have a buddy around. They can put them to work too.
I did too. I bought one for Larry, man, just for him.
Good, man. Larry.
Hey man, you got any weed? Yeah, I do right here with this trim bin. Start trimming, motherfucker. I was actually telling G-Bay, because we were talking about he's got like 90 jars he's burping, and I'm just like, I am so glad that I got my drying tent at 60. I just leave it just hanging.
Fuck yeah, man.
And I just go in. So like the guys will call me up, like in the summer, they'll be like, hey man, come on and jam. Oh yeah, bring some weed too. All right. I just go in there, snip off a couple of branches, throw them in a garbage bag. I show up. Did you bring any weed? I hand them the garbage bag and they pull his fucking stalk out. There's scissors in there too. Trim it up and let's go.
I'll take the trim
I
back.
mean, it saves on my time, with the whole
Oh,
trimming
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I love it. I have my little dry room that I built out, and then connected to that is my little storage area for my trimmed weeds. So they all share the same environment.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I can let it hang there for the only thing that makes me have to get it out there to trim it is the next crop getting ready to come in. I got to get it down before the next crop. That's it.
Exactly.
Did you see that thing that Smart Poker has been posting?
Yeah.
What's it? A Canatrol, is it called?
Yeah. You know what this thing is? It's like a mini humidor. Almost.
Okay.
It looks exactly like the built-in humidor, little mini humidors I put in all these millionaires condos in Chicago.
Yeah.
They all have them. They'll have a wine one or two, and then they'll have, one for whites, one for their reds, and then
cigars.
And then cigars.
I'm just fucking bougie, I guess, and I automatically dismiss anything that requires me to fucking buck my buds off and lay them on their sides to dry.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I am the same way, man. I don't even like
I
using
agree.
that net thing. If I don't have to, I mean, I'll hang little stalks up instead of just throwing the buds on there. I don't want to go in there. I don't want to be flipping shit like popcorn every, hour or so because they flatten out, make it all shitty.
Fucks them all up.
Nobody
At that
wants
point.
flat weed.
Yeah. That brings back bad memories. Anytime I see flat weed like that, any side of it, I'm like,
That's
no.
those hanging racks that people fucking put their weed in.
Yeah, sure.
Fucking hurts my heart to see that shit.
Oh, the best ones. Yeah.
Hey,
I use coat hangers and tie wire, and that's it.
Hope everything's going good.
Dude, I just use hooks. I have hooks in the ceiling, and I just hook my plants from it whole until they're fucking dry. I strip the big leaves off before they go in the dry room, though.
Yeah.
That bird saved my drying and shit. I was having problems. And then that ink bird really, but I'm still learning, just like when the right time to, that's one big thing in the beginning is just kind of feeling your way and learning it. You can do it 60 and 60 for this amount of days and listen to everybody, and it can still be wrong, so it's just getting in there, feeling when it's right.
Yeah, then you move, and you gotta do it all over again because it's just whatever environment you're in, you gotta keep fucking tweaking it until you get it right.
Oh, I hear the zippers. Who's unzipping their pants?
Everyone. I think it was a unanimous thing. Everybody just unzipped at the same time.
I didn't. We're wearing pants. I didn't get the memo.
That is right. I don't want to get fired yet.
Yeah. So, shout out to Everyday Mary J. She picked up our clones for the grow off that we're in this past weekend. She also picked up clones of green crack and white runs.
Nice.
But turns out, back to Stoney's rule, why he doesn't get clones, both of them had root aphids.
I like that Tahoe runs that Stony grew. That shit was.
Oh, again with the Tahoe runs.
Oh,
God
Christ.
damn.
That shit was my favorite that he's grown.
250 a pack. I know the guy that's got them.
Well, I'm glad I got to try it.
Look at that.
What a
dude.
gouging dickhead, man. I'm like, dude, you know you paid probably $50 for those fucking things, man. And you ain't even growing them out. You didn't even know if you had them or not.
That shit was just something. Yeesh.
I've given away more seeds. I don't think I've even ever sold a pack of seeds, quite honest with you. I don't think I've ever sold seeds in my life.
98% of my shit's been given to me or from a giveaway or a win or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's like I would feel wrong fucking.
I've been basically
I got
everything
my
I
first
got lately.
throw off of somebody being like, here, dude, stop talking about it, do it. And sent me some fucking seeds, nutrients, and I just started from there.
Yeah, fuck, why not?
Yeah.
Spider Farmer just sent me a light.
I saw
finally
that.
gave in.
That's
I
at
finally
3,000,
gave in. I get those guys. I mean, this isn't the first time. I probably went through 5 different Spider Farmer reps.
I thought I was getting
hey, would you
banned
like?
by
No, I don't want to try your fucking light for free. Fuck you. I ain't got time to be posting your bullshit. But forgot who I was talking to. Oh, I was talking to. I know it was. Green Goddess was in her live, and I was talking to her about a light because she needed a light. And I got this post or this DM from Gabby from Spider Farmer. Right before I started talking to her, I said, hey, well, this chick wants to give me a free light. Well, maybe I could just give it to you or something, you know? So I contacted this chick and I said, okay, what do I got to do? And she said, oh, you got to post 4 times a week and this and that. I'm like, what do I got to pay? Oh, you don't have to pay anything. It's free. We put your money in the PayPal account and then you take it out and you buy the fixture from Amazon. And that's it, right? I'm like, okay. Well, yeah, so they sent me the money, like she said. But the problem is that there's some sort of weird $17 fee, which I haven't even looked into yet. But there was a $17 fee, which they whacked me for. Then, you know, when I went in to buy the fixture was exactly the amount that they sent me, minus the $17 I was short. Plus, they didn't figure, you know, there's tax, right? So now I had to pay the tax, which came out to approximately around $50 with losing. So it's like $40 for tax and then, you know, $17 for that fee or whatever. So it cost me $57 for this $400.
Yeah, that ain't too bad. That thing
Now,
looks like
is it worth $400? I don't think so. If I was going to spend $400, I know Grower's Choice has got a 420 for $400, and it's a badass light. I know a few people that actually got it, and I believe HLG's
refurbished lights.
Right. So I mean,
so the science.
But they do use Meanwhile Driver. It's, you know, it's a pretty decent piece of equipment. I mean, you have to put it together. There's an assembly to it. Doesn't come, but it's pretty simple, straightforward.
You have to give it a chance and see how it's going to produce, right?
Yeah, well, I do. I have to grow with it for a while and then post my post for, you know, for a couple weeks, I'm sure, months, and then they'll be happy with that. And then I might just give it away. Maybe I'll hit a number on Instagram followers or like everybody else does, or maybe I'll just say fuck it and just give it away and figure out how people can get it.
Well, you were talking about Goddess there. Maybe give it to her.
Oh, fuck her. She already got a fixture. I'm like, why didn't you just? I just went out. I'm like, okay. I love busting her chops. Her and I have been friends for a while, man. She's pretty funny. She's
That's good. That's good.
No, she went and bought some other one, a Viper Spectrum thing. I think she got a real cheap deal on it. I mean, it's an LED. It's pretty decent. I mean, is it going to last as long as an HLG or something? No. But it's almost like a disposable piece. Get a 2-year, like a battery, 2 years, and then.
Yeah.
We had a Viper Spectra 600 watt little square box, fucking blurple lights.
Oh, with the fans.
Yeah, dude. That was for our first grow, which happened to be RDWC, recirculating deep water culture with advanced nutrients. So big woo, we went all out our first grow, guys. 4x4 Vivo, son.
Man.
Wow.
It was fucking delicious.
Did you grow different strains, or did you grow all the same strain in that system?
In that system, we had what was called Two Dogs Fucking. It's Black Dog, Alaskan Thunderfront, That Love Child crossed with Black Dog again, so that's why it's called Two Dogs Fucking. Then
the reason I ask is there's a lot of people that start out, they see all that shit and they get all excited, like, oh, it's like I did too. I'm not gonna say I'm totally guilty of it, but I did notice right away that there were a lot of people having problems with the recirculating system because most of them were growing different strains, and some of these strains require more or less of some things than others, and can't quite do that when you're feeding in just one res. So these guys were fucking up plants and killing everything off and fucking,
I know I fucked up our plants by nutrient lock, but that wasn't until like afterwards that I realized that, after doing more research into it. But would we do it again? Probably. Would I do it right now? Absolutely not. I'm enjoying this sip life. Plants are enjoying their butt stuff. Can't help it.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. For a home grow, I wouldn't run recirculating. I don't see the fucking point, really. If I had a warehouse where I could put 200-300 plants in there, line up all those buckets, I would do that. To me, it's just easier growing in single buckets. I mean, I've done both, but to me, I like the single buckets. I can control them.
You don't think it'd be easier to change out the fucking nutrient with just changing out one fucking res instead of changing out every fucking bucket?
It's really not that big of a deal. So the way I did it when I was just growing pure DWC is I staggered. So this day, this bucket was finished on this day. I dumped it once, and in the way I have it set up too, with all my air stones and everything, they come out of the top. It depends. So if I'm growing a bunch of them at one time, I'm growing in the round buckets. I'm not using those square current culture. I'll use the regular 5 or 7 gallon rounds, because the way I have it set up is all I have to do is lift that plant up, pull that bucket out, slide the other bucket in, drop it in. I'm done. It's just a matter of mixing up the nutrients, which isn't that big of a deal, because when I was running DWC, I was doing the Lucas method. So
you can't use a net.
Huh?
So you can't use a net because you got to pick up the plant. What do you
No,
do
I use the so I have those they're like the bungee net.
Oh,
so I
they
can pick it up.
stretch. Okay.
So normally what happens, the easiest way for me to do it now is, especially when at the end, when the root ball gets massive. So basically that bucket that's in there, I let it go. I have a little siphon thing. I just stick in there. It siphons the water out in like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And I pull the empty bucket out. I slip a new empty bucket in there, and then I just siphon the new solution right in there, and it pumps 5 gallons in like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and it's done. I'm just trying to whittle it down to finding plants that I want to grow and keep around, like lemon Jeffrey. I'm definitely going to keep. I like that plant
for sure.
This one, my friend's wife, she's got cancer and she's going through a real bad time. And I gave her some of that a couple of weeks ago and she loved it. She's like, oh my God, I really like this. I'm really enjoying it. She said it made her feel really happy. It uplifted her and she was able to get some rest. And so I'm like, you know what? Everyone else too. Larry liked it. Robert liked it. I like it. So I'm like, yeah, it's a keeper. It produces nice. It's if you don't want to train a plant, you can just grow that thing. That thing didn't really need much help till the very end. It was a pretty sturdy plant. It could handle the buds.
That's awesome. I love when they do that. We're hunting right now currently a what's it called? Pirate's milk. And it's Tiki Man cereal milk crossed to jealousy.
Oh.
And one of the 3 females that we have that we popped all of them and we had some males, but we have 3 females down in the flower room now. And one of them is literally maybe 2 foot tall. It's just it's big bush, but just 2 foot tall. I was like,
cheers, Fluff.
I was like, that's a nice one for the basement grower right there. I don't even know what it's going to turn out to be, but that fucking structure is nice.
Just nice, short, stout, fucking. And it's
not something we would grow, not something we're going to, select for there, but that would be perfect for a home grow for sure.
Right.
Blue Kiss was asking what we were smoking on. I just took a dab of the rosin from our practice run. God, dude, it's so fucking gross. It gets you fucked up. Like the hash probably should have stayed as hash.
Listen, I'm gonna follow you too, Prophet. Listen, Prophet, you gotta go. I gotta go too. I'm fading fast. RSO is fucking kicking me in the fucking head. I'm trying to keep my eyes open.
Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you guys
Cheers,
too.
bro.
You guys have a good night.
Take care, Spartan.
Peace, Spartan.
Smoking on the Mendo Chili.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
And what do you think?
Coffee, followed by like citrus, berries, and gas. It's pretty nice.
Sounds great. All right, now I'm twisting up an orange gas and twist tester. So give it a go and see how that goes, and then stick it in a jar, leave it there for a few weeks and see how much better it's gotten after it's had a chance to cure a little bit.
We'll fire up some of this sour diesel from Ziggy Gardens that you were talking about.
We'll do another one. Shout out to Ziggy.
Lemon Jeffrey, here you go.
Oh man, Lemon Jeffrey's delicious. Dro Gross, shout out Dro Gross, had 2 females, a sour one and a sweet one.
Oh, I got the sweet one, man. I'll tell you that.
Wow.
This thing's crazy sweet. It's like a fucking lemon drop.
Nice.
Tons of lemon in this thing, man.
Hey, Dan, look.
Aha.
Looks like the end of it.
Yeah. It's a sad bit.
No,
we got
he just likes to shake jars.
Yeah,
so Thunder Dan, what do you got growing on, man?
Okay. You want to know all that?
Sure, why not?
I can show you this. This is berry cherry. We got 3 of them. That's I'm in day 50, so I'm 3 days behind high and tight. I got 2 OGOs, one that's green and then one that's a little lighter green. I guess she's a little more hungry, but as a pheno hunt, you don't get anything different than anybody else. Everybody get the same, just like the children at church. This one in the back is the one I'm the most excited about. This is monkey bread, which is
look at that.
That platinum cake times grease monkey from ABC Company. Banging. That's a storm shadow just climbing the tower over in the side. And then I put a little bitty one right here. That's the number 4 cut of Banana Daddy, but it's the last time it'll ever see anything because I don't have a cut. It ain't staying. So that's this little 2x4 tent that I wished I didn't have, but I do. It's the last. I'll never do another. It'll leave anyway. It is what it is. And then the back room's just that's going to be Banana Daddy, Storm Shadow. I got a Granddaddy Perp times green room that came from High and Tight that he got from Red Setter Farm. I got another Banana Daddy, and then let's see. I hope it don't cut off, man. Sometimes the damn insulation fucks with the reception. But
what size is that room? Oh, yeah, you got cut out.
Mimosa. We say something?
Oh yeah, I think you. Yeah, what size is that room?
It's a 4x6. The 4x6. It'll be a 6x10 when I blow it out and I put that light in it.
What do you got in there now for lights?
Canon.
Oh, how many you got in there? 2?
2 Canon.
Wow, that's pretty nice, man. Those things blast up that whole room.
Yeah, the problem is they're fucking 12 inches, 14 inches themselves. And then, so I missed that height. So I have to try to stay squat so I don't, get too far up. But when I blow the wall out and I have this light, I'll be able to drop it all the way down. And those will leave, but I'll have that chilled. And then I'm going to put this HLG and this other one. And I'm going to put the cannons in this room, which is just going to be my veg, whatever. But this is a pheno hunt since you want to see the plants. But anyway, this is, I've got 4 different kinds in here. I popped all the seeds in the packs. So it's Morgana, Ambrosia, Twin Pines, and what's the other one? Oh, fuck. I gotta look at it. That Limarilla from Brandon Russ. So I'm popping the Limarilla for Kingfisher, and I'm gonna do a little pheno search and see if we can't find a good pheno out of that. I'm doing the pines, the twin pines, because I want a pine like a 1998 pine. Morgana's supposed to be
you're
cherry.
doing a lot of blowing out.
A lot of blowing out.
Blowing ... out.
Absolutely. But I'm going to keep this one. So this is a keeper. I believe that OG. It's just, I really like it. And I'm probably not going to keep any of the cherry berries because I don't really like the structure. She's really short and the buds are really close together. I don't know. I got some more seeds if I want to look back through it, but they're all kind of like that. But they all can't be, winners every time, right? Spotlight.
Thunder Dan, are the lights still on in the room that you started in? I mean, like earlier in the show, you were sitting in front of a room there, And I wanted to ask some no. Yes, that's the one. I wanted to ask you a couple of questions about that. About the distance that the canopy is from the light, and what size those containers are.
Far
And,
away.
Yeah.
24 inches.
Yeah.
24. I got it dimmed to halfway.
Oh, wow.
And I got them in 24 hours. I haven't let them sleep yet. Yeah, it's because it's just a pheno hunt. So what I've been doing is I put these are fans I built into the sidewall. I just put the fans in the ceiling for it to exhaust out that fan. I just been working on the room with the plants because you never do anything till after you start the plants, right? And so
yeah,
about 3 more days I've got to do. I'm gonna put some electrical plugs in here. One here. There's another one in the top, and I got to finish the front side of it. So I've been crawling in the top to do the top part. So I'll finish the top part, and then it'll be light tight, and then I'll flip them. So they'll probably be, just a little bit taller. I went ahead and topped them. They all look the same. They just got 2 big branches and the little bitty ones in the middle. And I'm just looking for, just
that one.
A little quick preview what it might be. And all of these are what I was showing in those cloners.
Yeah.
So those are all the tops.
Okay.
So,
yeah. That one plant.
Something.
Yeah, that one plant you just showed us. Boy, does it look healthy and happy. The one right down there, and the first one you showed us. Yeah, you gave us a close up of. That really looks healthy.
Yeah. They're going to run out soon. I'll probably have to start trying to top feed them or something. But they're happy. They're happy. Going to butt chug their life away. Good for them.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
Good for them. Yeah.
This one, they're my favorite, though.
Garden's looking great.
Appreciate it. We get the
Nice
hash
job,
to look
man.
like the garden, we'll be straight.
Yeah.
I have to give a little shout out for my girl, Miss Jill, for hooking me up. A couple packs of Jilly Bean, a couple packs of Jilly Glue, Rags and Femmes. So
Hashtag all the ladies like butt chug.
thank you, Miss Jill.
I've heard good things about her genetics, but I've personally never ran them. Not yet, at least.
Well, I mean, you've seen.
Yeah,
some
I've
of the
seen
shit.
you grow them, so they look great.
I've got what do I got? Purple Turbans. It's another one of hers. I forget what it is. OG Kush, I think, crossed with Mendo Perps, maybe.
Hey, Thunder Dan Aldridge wants to know what bags you use.
Bags?
Yeah.
Like
your grow bags for your
fabric bags?
No, your I think he's talking about your little grow bags, the panda film. Aren't they like the white on the outside, black on the inside? Regular cheap grow bags.
I don't know what the hell they call them at the place. Hold on a second.
Are those the
They
ones
just
they
call
come
them grow bags.
pre-filled and everything? You just cut the top open, you stick your plant in it.
No, it's they're just plastic bags.
Yeah, they're literally just little plastic bags. I think I got some.
I don't even know what the fuck they're called. They sell them
They're
at the
just
grocery store.
called grow bags. They literally have it in a Ziploc baggie. Went to the local grow store.
Yeah, there you go.
And it just has little holes
Yeah,
punched
they're like
out on the bottom.
disposable.
Yeah.
They make different sizes. You get big ones, you
South
get small
Nelson
ones.
Farms, yes it is.
Those are 1 gallons.
Yeah.
So I take those and then I take a net pot, cut a hole in the bottom and make it look like a puke container. And then fill that up with dirt or soil, whatever. And just plant right into that.
Oh, he
and
was
then
asking lobster what bags for pressing. What is it like?
not my bags.
Not your bags, man. Yeah, fuck your bags, dude. Your little fucking 1 gallon, 25-cent grow bags at the local garden shop. He wants to know microns. 25 and 160, bro. Double
Well,
up your 25.
what's the advantage to having those bags versus just buying a couple of 1 gallon pots for $1 that you reuse? I mean, does it grow better in the bags? I don't know. Or are you using them for a special purpose?
I just
Cutting
didn't
the
want to
bottom out.
invest in.
Just
Yeah, I just
convenient.
didn't
Oh, you're
want to
cutting the
invest.
bottoms out? Okay,
Yeah.
so you need it for that purpose.
Right. Because the roots grow down through the net pot and out and then into the reservoir.
Right. Gotcha.
So, and then just the ease of it. So at the end, I'll just scrap the whole thing and then.
Do you top feed that as well? Seeing that you got the roots are feeding from the
I
reservoir.
will.
But you top feed like
Yeah,
microbes and shit and do your feedings through the bottom. So you're building a nice rhizosphere for that.
No, I leave the. Yeah, I put, so I'll use top dressing on the top and water it in, microbes, just my normal routine. But the bottom, besides what runs down through and lands in the reservoir, it'll just be water.
Gotcha.
So those water roots just pull up the water, and then the feeder roots feed in the bed or medium.
Hey, little fish. I gotta get the cat out of the garden. 1 second.
That'd be cool to have like an in-ground swimming pool. Just build like a fucking plywood sheet over the top and just drop plants in there, man. Just monsters. 100-gallon bags. Fucking
That's
roots,
how they do lettuce. They just float lettuce on those trays, and I always think that same thing, just a sea of green, like literally a sea of green.
Not even top, just one main giant fucking 5-foot cola, big around as your thigh. Blood rot up the ass. That's too big. I
Gotta
mean,
get that airflow right.
I don't know, man. There's good and bad, but like the lemon Jeffrey grows probably as big as I want to as far as buds because it gets a nice big colas on them. But like I've had some Afghans where they were like paper fucking towels, man. And it's like just the drying process and the curing, man. I mean, you got to be on it. The shit just so.
Cheers, Kingfisher.
Crazy, man. And leafy too. That was the other thing. But you can get a ton of weight. I could pull 3 pounds almost off of one plant. You get like 2.5 pounds.
Excuse me?
Veg that thing out like crazy, throw it in some DWC and let it go, man. And just 15, 18 giant colas, and then the little side colas are like fucking pop cans, pop bottles.
Yeah.
Those are the little ones.
I mean, if you think about it, instead of just like, because on the bottom of the pots that we have, let's say, for instance, the 7 gallons. All right.
I can easily just drop that on top of a 5-gallon DWC bucket, and it'll still be considered the same thing as a sip container.
Right, you're just feeding the roots. It's just like if the roots were to tap an underwater supply,
Because that's the concept of the sips, that underwater oasis spring.
Now you have
underwater water.
What do you do with the solution? Same thing as DWC, change it out once a week.
No, I actually just top feed. It's just plain water in our sips.
Okay.
And then we'll top
So
feed.
okay, so you're using the runoff at the bottom, and the plants are feeding out of that. Got it. Do you keep it aerated, or no? It just fills up, and the plants just.
We fill it up till about like an inch of air in the bottom, but it just stays still because there's no actual, I guess, potent nutrients, no actual nutrient feeding into the reservoir. It's just plain water from the start, and then if there is any runoff that goes from the top to the bottom, it's diluted already. So I don't need to get an air stone in there or anything like that. It's just doing its thing.
What about keeping it cool and stuff like that? I mean, you get like pythium and shit from, in the roots, right? If it gets too warm. I mean, I've had that happen in DWC once. I learned right away about keeping that water nice and cool. I blew out 3 plants.
What do they say? Like 68 degrees?
Yeah, I keep mine at 69. 68's probably, I mean, that's fine. They say anywhere between like 65 to 75. Okay. 65 being pretty fucking cold. 75. I'll be honest with you. My water was at around 72, 73, and I still got root rot. Now, then again, I started using HydroGuard because the bacillus that's in there protects the roots from that, and it kills off any type of fungus or anything like that.
I'll be honest with you, bro. I don't even know the temp of my waters. I just fill them up. I have the foam underneath on the 4x8, and I have like that polyurethane board, the whiteboards.
Yeah.
Wrapped around and tape underneath the other tent, underneath the pots in the other tent. So, and every time I check the roots, well, I try not to check the roots very often because I don't want to expose them to too much light. But I don't check my temps. I don't check my pH. I probably should make a practice out of it, but I don't. We tested our water after we changed all our piping from copper to PVC. And I mean, if it's good enough for us to drink, it's good enough for the plants.
Yeah, and I just transplanted. I do like the hempy setup that DGC Sky talks about with the 5-gallon. I put the 2 to 3 inches of perlite at the bottom, drill a hole right up at the top of that, and then I just have a PVC pipe going down to the, right about an inch above the bottom of it. I'll bottom water through that. And then every once in a while, I'll brew a tea. If it looks like it wants it or something, I'll throw some molasses on top or something. You know what I mean? But that, honestly, even in a 5-gallon, I thought it was going to run out of nutrients and stuff like that, being in such a small pot. And that was the best thing I had going in my whole tent. So I'm going to do that to everything I got in there, except for 2, and see the difference again. I did have a little bit of soil compaction issue on my last run, so I corrected that.
I did something kind of the same concept. I got it around here.
Well, I was going to say, Stoney, that one of the things that I do is I let my reservoir dry completely out before I refill it. And it's one of the ways I get around that anything growing in the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good thing to let them run dry. I do that in DWC. I let it come I mean, that air gap, you have between like your net pot and the water there, that's that's like a rhizosphere there too, that's where shit happens. Yeah. But if you let it drop, I've noticed too, that kind of helps, I don't know, keep that shit from happening, But like I said, I use a little bit of that Hydro Guard ever since I've used that shit. I've never had a problem.
Yeah, I ran into this guy running DWC, and the first thing I asked him was what his temperature was, because I could see that he was having a little bit of lockout issues and some root issues going on, because he was telling me his regimen and everything. And so the first thing I did was stick my finger in there, and I could have boiled some fucking ramen noodles in that. Like, and that's honestly what the roots look. I mean, they weren't looking that fantastic. They were still doing okay, but and that was keeping it at around anywhere from, he'd swing from 75 to 72. You know what I mean? So even within that range, he still had some pretty drastic problems in one of them.
Yes, 71. This is, I guess, our version of the hippie bucket, where I got the bucket, I drilled holes all the way to the side, got just the average garden liner in there. This is actually the lid that I cut out the bucket lid, the 6-inch net pot bucket lid. So that way in the bottom of this, I just put plain water. I don't put clay pebbles, because the last time I did that, I realized that there's a lot more bacteria that stays on clay pebbles rather than just, clear water.
Yeah, I want to experiment with some different mediums.
I got the net pot down there. Yeah. And they got my filling tube.
Oh yeah, I like I did that.
And then the little drain holes right here, little tiny little pinhole.
Yeah.
So this is how I ended up doing mine.
That's nice though, because it gets a nice aeration through the soil too. You know what I mean?
It did great, dude. It did fucking great. And then we just basically upgraded our sips.
Yeah, once I move, I'm gonna
taking
take my 2x4 into a bed. I want to turn that into a no-till. And get that rolling. I'll get that into a sip no-till. That's my next project. So
hell yeah, dude.
But I'll tell you what, fellas, I gotta close down and everything. So if I don't see y'all by the time I'm done, it was good chatting, good seeing everybody.
Yeah, buddy, man. Good chatting.
Good to see you, buddy.
Take care.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah,
What's
guys,
funny
I
is
gotta
the-
run. I gotta put some kids to bed, man. They're up way too late.
Yeah, sounds like a good time to call it a night.
Yeah, me too. It's been a great night.
Tony.
Take care, guys.
Cheers, Johnny, man. Good seeing
Okay,
you.
pleasure to
Caribou.
see you guys.
Cheers, chat.
Thanks
Uncle
for
Rick,
sharing the
guys,
night.
man.
Love,
Have a
chat.
great,
Take
crazy
care,
pop
guys.
mom.
Growers love.
Cheers, high and tight.
Chat, growers love.
Caribou. Cheers.
Cheers.
Have a good
Oh,
night.
yeah, you're fucking crazy.
Night all. Cheers.
Cheers,
Good night,
crazy pop mom.
Cheers,
Hey.
ganja.
Ganja pace. Everybody have a good
Peace,
We're
brother.
for a smoke out this weekend,
Much love, all.
or I'll come to you.
Start dropping like flies there for a second. It's like, holy shit, see who's sticking around, who's going. Here's
Cheers,
my
buddy.
deal. I got to go pick my kid up. I'm going to be gone probably a half hour, 45-minute minimum. If you guys want to keep going, I can keep this going and just come back. And if you're still here, you're still here. But high and tight's going. And I don't know. It's starting to look like it's just kind of we're dropping. Might be
Slowing
that time.
down.
It just has
Like
a
flies.
bucket. It's like boom, another guy drops. All right, I think we're as good as time as any to shut her down.
Yeah, man.
Great, hanging out with you guys. Thunder Dan, awesome, great to see a little bit more of you. Definitely look forward to getting to more know you a little bit better in the future here.
Cheers, buddy.
Come back every Friday, man. We want to see everybody out here. That everyone in chat, you guys are awesome as always. Love to see you there. Love the participation. And we'll be back on, I guess it'll be Sunday morning. We've got Milo Grow off of Instagram. We're going to be doing a seed giveaway. He's been doing some breeding, and he's given us a bunch of packs of seeds for us to give away on that show. It's going to be really good. And he's got some very interesting news for potentially for Canadian cannabis smokers that are looking for something cheap that isn't from your dispensary. Maybe, just maybe. Yeah, I like what he has to say, and he's going to have a lot to say. Actually, that's going to be a really great show. So that's going to be a Sunday, 6 a.m. Pacific. It'll be 9 Eastern, and yeah, everybody have a great weekend. See you Sunday.
Thank you. Thank you. Cheers.
All right,
Have a great
Ganja.
night, everybody.
Thanks for joining us, Crazy Pot Mom. Great having you hanging out as always. And DP, you were here, but you're not anymore. And we love you too, brother. And ciao.